All right, we're good?
Yes, we are live.
We're live. It's working, Justin?
Yes, confirmed.
Okay, congratulations.
We're good to go.
Fantastic. All right, Mick's here. Mike is here. Mike's filling in for Mutt. We'll get into why that is in a moment. Coleman and Justin are here. And we're going to speak briefly here to Ryan Glasspiegel, who wrote this thing about Erika leaving, and then Portnoy went after him and said he should be killed, just like my man Trump.
Agree or disagree?
That he should be killed?
Yeah.
It's a different time. I don't think this is the 70s. We're not in Harvey Milk. So let's call. I happen to like Glasspiegel, but I think he fucked this one up. Let's give him a call. By the way, he has a new baby as well. So I think they left the hospital yesterday.
Adopted?
I believe he inseminated. We'll find out.
Hey, this is Ryan.
Ryan, it's Kirk. Good morning. You're live on the Kirk Minahan Show. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're congratulating me on my big scoop.
Well, first of all, you messaged me back yesterday, and you did you not assign a gender to this baby, or is there a gender to this baby?
We assigned a gender.
Okay.
It's a she.
Okay, because you said they on the message, so I was concerned. I don't know. It's a new world. I'm trying to keep up best I can.
By they, I meant daughter and mom.
Daughter.
Together.
Everyone's
Both okay.
Everyone's healthy. Everyone's good.
Yes.
Good. Your father's good as well.
Yes, he's
Okay.
good. My parents are in Australia now.
Oh, I was going to have lunch with them today, but well, fine.
Damn
it, bro.
Oh,
we missed
man,
a
I
day.
can't believe that he didn't tell you.
So you fucked up. I mean, you fucked up. So you got the scoop from Erika. I don't know the sources. I'm happy I have my guesses, but I don't care about that. So Portnoy tweets out, I'm sure you saw it, a million messages. Like that is, you have to admit on your part, a fuck up. Like tweeting him, messaging him at 9 o'clock and then 9:18 going with a story. Like that's not giving him enough time.
Yeah, I'd be pissed off if I were him as well. I understand that was not enough time for him to kind of get his ducks in a row. And so it's an interesting question of if I fucked up though, because that's like a gigantic story for us. And my job is to break gigantic stories. And we had it. I was pretty confident that we had it nailed down. And so it's like it moved really fast. And I don't know if I was as confident as I was when I first reached out as when we hit publish. And it just sort of, I really regret kind of damaging the relationship that I had with Portnoy. Not that like I'm an important figure in his life or anything, but over the last 8 or 9 years, he's contributed to a number of stories. I interviewed him the night that they sold Barstool to Chernin Group. I broke the news that Chernin Group was exploring the sale of Barstool to a gambling company.
So why not? Things are just going too fast in your mind. You didn't consider all those things in the 20 minutes. Because I mean, the way I read it initially was when Dave didn't have comment. It's kind of like Dave sort of doesn't want to go near the story, doesn't want to touch it. Where if I had known it was 20 minutes, well, I mean, anything could be happening in 20 minutes. He could be taking a fucking shower. He could be watching it. That's just. That is a miss.
So I would have figured he was on his phone at the time. But anytime I have reached out and he's responded, it's been nearly immediately. I did use the word immediately in the story, but here's the thing. We had to go with that as soon as we felt confident. And that's not going to be a satisfying answer for people who think the media are scumbags. But, I said he couldn't immediately be reached for comment. I did send him a note as it was publishing saying, I'm sorry, we had to hurry. We can add a comment to the story if you send it. It's something that's in a follow-up tweet to a replier, he said, well, don't say you reached out for comment in the story. I guess we could have done that, but I still don't think he would have been happy if we reached out and just posted it in 20 minutes. And he certainly wouldn't have been happy if we didn't reach out and just published it without ever giving him any type of heads up that it was coming. So if you just look at it on the lens of as soon as we were sure about this big news, we had to hit the publish button. I don't think there's any way that we could have gotten this story and published it when we did without him being pissed off at me.
Are you willing, as he tweeted, are you willing to cut your own head off? Are you considering that? Would you be okay if somebody did that? Are you scared? Are you scared
No,
like these
I'm
journalists
not
who won't
considering that.
vote for Hall of Fame people because they make jokes like that? Are you very sensitive? What's the mindset?
No. He has every right to be pissed off. If I were him, I'd be really
Okay,
pissed
good.
off
That boy. All
because
right.
not
Okay.
only did he not comment to me, like if you're running a big organization and the CEO is leaving, even if like first of all, he would want in his ideal world to announce this in a press conference, give Erika her flowers, and have those two be the one who bring this news to the public. And even if he can't like get his ducks in a row for that, he would want to at least tell everybody who works at the company that this is happening before they find out in the New York Post. So he should be pissed off. I totally understand that.
Is your
And
hold on.
he should have asked me for it.
Is your source in the New York building?
What?
Is your source?
There's just like I can't get into anything that like
That's a
hints
yes.
at
That's
who
a
my
yes.
sources
Okay,
are or
that's a
anything.
yes.
Like
Okay,
there's just,
that's a yes. Okay.
you can joke or whatever, but like
That's a yes.
you know, my strength is that
I will
ideally,
have
people
I will have
can't get
30
too much
lunches with
stuff.
your dad if you give me your source. I'll have lunch with your dad every day for the rest of the year.
You know, it's I really just can't.
I understand.
I'm
No,
not
I understand.
gonna
No,
go-
I understand. I know. Okay. All right. So, do you have any other Barstool news percolating? Is this source telling you anything else? I'd like to. I kind of knew about the Erika stuff. It had been kind of whispered, and you know, it wasn't concrete, but I had heard that. Have you heard? Is there anything else going on right now that we may not know? Some Barstool
not
news.
That I know. That really did come together very fast.
Yeah.
And like here's the thing. I don't want to be painted with like the Business Insiders or Washington Post or New York Times of the world who are doing, a hit piece on Portnoy and giving him scant time to respond and just like, reaching out as like, oh, well, we reached out because I like Barstool. I like Dave. I really respect what he's built. There aren't a lot of people in this world who can build a $500 million company from nothing. I'm rooting for Barstool, but my job is to get those big stories, and I had to do it.
Okay, so just to sum up, like you feel like you had to do it, but you recognize that you probably fucked up a little bit, and you can understand why Portnoy hates your guts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's fair.
He should be pissed off me.
All right, that's fair. Okay, and what's the baby's name?
The baby's name is Jordy.
A baby girl named Jordy. Okay, Justin's nodding. All right, Ryan. Well, maybe we'll get you in here at some point. But if you have any other news, let us know, and then continue your conversation. I think I know who the rat is. I think, but you wouldn't tell me anyway. But
Give us a guess.
well,
See if he's uncomfortable.
No, but we'll see. But congratulations. Enjoy your time with your new child.
Thank you. Have a good one, Kirk.
All right, Ryan. Thank you, buddy. Ryan Glasspiegel. There you go.
Wow, sounds hot.
I like that he unknowingly laughed at the Justin joke because he's kind of laughing. My child might get molested.
I don't know how honestly, I don't know how unknowingly.
Oh, does he listen to the show?
I think he listens to it.
Okay, good.
So anyway, okay, so there you go. So I mean, I figured he'd be a good sport about it. Like, and I get where he's coming from, but like 18 minutes is like bullshit. But he also knows that. Like he tried to pull a fast one on Dave.
Yeah, but it also he didn't. I assume that's what it would be. He doesn't seem like a guy who's trying to fuck over Portnoy.
No, I don't think so.
He just seems like a guy that fucked up and panicked and
Correct.
published
He
a
had a
story.
big story, which I mean, I would say I don't know how. I mean, this is not like a new fucking queen coming. I mean, it's like not that big a story. Like, I like Erika and everything. We had a nice back and forth yesterday, but I don't.
Was Dave mad at anything else? Did it say anything that pissed him off, or was it just
the Mincy stuff? Like, why was that in there?
I don't know.
That just seems like a weird thing to put in there.
They just mentioned Mincy?
It was him getting fired and the whole thing,
Right.
Portnoy hiring back from Brick.
Right? Yeah,
That is weird. Why would they say that?
That's true. I think that was in Glasspiegel's story.
Mm-hmm. Or the one that I saw, the New York Post one, the one that I read this morning.
That wasn't the one but that wasn't the initial one that went up last night.
It might not have been. Sorry.
Yeah, the one last night was like the one 2 nights ago was super brief because it was fast.
Maybe Mincy's taken over. Maybe that's what they're
New
speculating.
CEO?
Yeah.
Fine by
Can't
me.
be live. May as well throw him behind the
It's
desk.
like the Papa John's guy.
All right. So where's Justin?
He was just clipping some of that for.
Getting a new mic? Okay. So I figured, I called. Were you asleep last night, Mike?
I was in bed. I had not
Okay.
dozed off yet, but I was getting close.
Talking to my father, and he's going through like chemo. It was unbelievable.
Hello, Kirk.
Like, you're literally like, hello. You sounded
You woke me up.
You sounded like, I was like, you okay? Like, so
It's like in the Oval Office.
I realized why
Mick has said something about you. Wake up.
So I don't know. It did make sense it never makes sense to have mud in, but like it made less sense to have mud in today.
I nearly botched this too. Last
What do you mean?
night.
I was going to ask you about this.
I texted Mick after your text because when you said Mike, I thought Montante.
Oh no!
And
no,
I was like, it all put it together in like 5 seconds, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
That would've been bad.
If you told Coleman to get Mike and Steve in here, it'd be Montante and Steve from Glosta.
Well, sure.
It's very sad to me.
Might not be bad.
We're all down on it.
So Mick has been going hard at Mike lately.
I would say, yeah, I guess so, but more in response.
So there's real, I don't know, it feels like some tension here. So I figure you guys might as well settle it. But as opposed to having you go after Mike here and then Mike going after you, you might as well just do it when you're here, right?
Right.
So Mick had on Chris Castellani last night.
Yeah.
A 0. So he, but he had this. Was that you were talking about Mike in this clip I saw, right?
It was the intro of the show,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Do we have that, Justin? Or
Yes.
no? Or whoever, yeah.
Coleman has it, to be clear.
But yeah, we got a couple things here I want to talk about before we jump to that Castellani interview. Blind Mike. One Michael Geary.
Good start.
I like Blind Mike. I like his content.
Don't worry, he doesn't.
I like
We'll get
Blind
there.
Mike on the show. What I do not like about Mike is him selling this narrative that like I am deserving when other people are not. That's not what I am saying.
All right, so let's go. Okay, so what is that's your the crux?
Yeah,
of it. Are you going to be?
You gonna say I'm laying a dud and
Are you going to be beyond average Mick? Or are you going to be
Which version of it?
Mick the drip today?
No,
What are-
I'm being serious. I've
Okay.
thought this during the producer search. I thought Mike would say things like, I have unearned arrogance, or I have too much confidence that I haven't earned it. And I kind of bit my tongue for a little while because I
I
didn't.
truly don't remember saying that during the producer search. You said that you had this thing where I don't like you. If you would ask me, what did I say the other day when I said Cullinane was the obvious replacement to Steve, Justin was the obvious replacement to Dave? He said, who's the obvious replacement to Justin? I said, you, if you're not a fucking idiot about it. I don't know where you got that. Was I nice to you when you were in here last week? Did I say
Yeah,
you
I
played
thought
that
you
shit
were.
with Gus
Yeah,
right?
is Mike
so
bad?
where
Is
are
Mike-
you getting
Mike
that I
hasn't
don't
been-
like you?
I don't think that you've
One
been
thing
like
about Mike is I
bad
don't
to
think
me.
Mike's ever been an asshole to,
No.
to anybody.
No, but I
haven't
think
seen.
it's more of that's where I'm trying to say. I think it's more coming from the way that you speak about me. I don't really think that.
So what do you think I'm
understand it.
saying
Hold
about
on,
you
Mike.
that I have a problem
Let him
with?
talk, Mike. He's
I think that you think that
Beyond average,
I have earned too much here around here, and you think that I believe that I'm somewhere that I'm not.
You're incorrect.
Go
I don't
ahead,
think you've earned too much. I don't think you've earned anything.
You do think that I believe that I like? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
You think that I'm almost entitled to it.
Yes, I don't think you've earned a paycheck. I think if you did, you'd be back there. I think if you showed that you were better than those two guys,
Right,
you'd be back.
you continuously
You
say that
disagree
though,
with that,
Mike.
Mick, or no?
I do disagree with that, but I'm
You
not,
think-
I'm
you
not
think-
calling for their job though.
You think you deserve a paycheck?
Not for being
You
here. I'm saying
deserve a job.
if I produced here, yeah,
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
all.
Sure,
it is.
yeah, Mick, I don't think I ever said that if you produced here, you shouldn't be paid. If you fill in and you don't ask for a paycheck, that's what happens. You're filling in.
Yes.
If you say, hey, Kirk, I need gas money. I'm losing a day of work to come in here.
but I don't want that.
Do I have a problem with that?
I don't think so. I don't want that though. I don't have.
Well, then don't do it, Mick. Don't take the opportunity that's given to you. If you don't want to fill in, don't fucking
Mike,
fill
I don't
in.
want your advice. How's that sound?
I don't give a
shit
fuck
about what you're
Hey,
telling
Mick.
me, dude. I could care less. You act like you're
I'm
some
not-
high horse,
hey,
dude.
Mick,
All you've
shut the
ever. No,
fuck
I'm not
up.
going to shut up, Mike.
I'm not
I don't
giving
care.
you advice, asshole.
That's all you've been
I'm
doing.
giving my opinion on the show.
That doesn't what it
I've
sounds
never
like,
called
Mike.
you.
That's not what it
I
sounds
don't
like,
give
Mike.
a fuck
You can play
about
the
you.
clips, Mike. That's not
I
how it
hope
sounds.
you keep fucking up. Keep
That's
losing
fine.
the opportunities.
That's
I don't
fine.
give a fuck.
You've been saying
I'm not
the
gonna
whole
lose
time
any
you-
sleep.
you've been rooting against
if
me
you're
to
an
get paid the entire
ungrateful
time.
cocksucker.
Why am I ungrateful?
You're an ungrateful asshole.
For you, I don't
Because
have.
you're
I don't owe you anything, Mike. Nothing.
He gave you an opportunity last week. You cried like a baby and stormed out of here.
But why did I do that, Mike?
I don't know because you're an idiot.
Let me
Because you didn't give a fuck about the opportunity you were getting.
Guys.
That's
Hold
not
on,
true, Mike.
Hold on.
That's not true.
Hold on. Shut up, Nick. We'll visit this in a second. Keep in mind that I just created that, and that Coleman wanted Steve from Gloucester and Montante. Just remember that. All the Coleman haters.
It's a big change to the name of the show, all right?
Just note that for a second. We'll take a deep breath. Let's go back to Mick's sound. I want to hear some more from these two guys. Because there is like,
Well, it's because I don't follow him on Twitter.
Well,
That's
don't-
the real problem that we'll get to.
Oh, really?
I mean,
You do not follow me on any social media account. I
Oh,
subscribe to
Mick,
your page.
Mick, you're
I
a
follow you on
fucking
everything. I
baby.
retweet
I don't
your
want.
stuff.
I don't want this to become a fucking.
it's just not.
It was all
obvious.
Mike. Mike doesn't like me. I don't have a problem
I think
with
Mike
you,
follows every single person from the producers except for me. Is Willie even alive? It's just very simple. It's a very clear thing. He just doesn't really mess with me. Doesn't really fuck with me.
I didn't know.
It's fine. I'm not asking for him to do it.
You stink.
That's okay.
Mick, I didn't know I didn't follow you.
Clearly, it's not.
What's that?
I didn't know I
it's-
didn't follow you.
Clearly, hold on, Mike. Clearly, it's not because you're bringing it up and now you're triggered about it.
I'm not triggered about it.
man.
The way that he
Mick,
speaks about my
Mick,
arrogance on the show, and I don't like
What
that.
does that have to do with him following you on Twitter?
It's just the overall tone of him. It seems like everything
A
he
week
does
ago
to
I
me is
said I
a
liked you.
negative thing.
Go
Every
ahead,
single
Mike, go
time.
ahead.
I
You
feel
guys
like
go.
every single
Go.
time it's negative, Mike.
This is Al. This is all. It's like, you need someone's you need Kirk's acceptance. You need Al's. For some reason, you need mine. Now.
I don't, Mike. I can care less if you don't like me. I truly
really because you brought it up on your show. That's why. That's why I'm here
over and over. I do not care if you like
today because you're worried that I don't like it.
I like when Mike turns to me like he can't really see me. He's like, this is all Al. I'm like, I just say that to somebody.
You're here still.
We say at dinner last night. So you said when I called you at 9:30 at night.
Al. It all comes down to Al.
Let me hear some more Mick here. I'm enjoying. God, am I enjoying this? Go ahead. Let me
You
hear
can
more.
follow me on any social media account. I subscribe to your Patreon.
I'll correct
I
that
follow
today.
you on everything.
No,
By the way, Mick,
stuff.
I appreciate that. You don't have to do that either.
That's fine.
Thank you.
I won't.
But like, you think I'm a hat? You don't have to do that to be a nice guy.
Who?
I guess it's more of like a respect thing. That is right. No, if you want to say it's being
Tony
fake,
Soprano?
No. But I don't want to be the guy that comes in here and says everybody sucks.
What do you think
on
of
the
that?
show.
What?
I don't want to be in here and say, especially when I first got in here during the producer search, I was going to be like, Mike's terrible if I disagreed with something he said or if I didn't like him on the show one day.
He's not terrible on the show.
I don't think he is.
He was yesterday, but not generally.
I was rattled yesterday.
What was that, Mike? Sorry.
I said I was rattled yesterday.
I meant Coleman, Mike. Sorry, what's that?
What's next, Coleman?
I don't. No, but what is it? So if Mike followed you on Twitter, he'd have a different.
It's just it's a pile up of things. I'm sure you're going to say that I'm crazy, but
You're crazy, but that's okay.
It
So am
seems
I.
like
So is Mike
has had an issue with the way that I carry myself on the show.
I think that's pretty clear.
Yeah, Mick.
I just don't care. I don't really care if he does.
I don't even think it's an issue.
I think you do care.
I think it's
Let's
an
not lie
observation.
about that.
I would rather have you like me, but it's not going to bother me if you don't like me.
Oh, Mick. All right. Well, I mean,
Well, Mick, when I'm in here,
go ahead. You guys continue. Sorry.
when I'm in here, should I say, Kirk, Mick doesn't care about my opinions? I'm not going to give them unless he cares.
That'd be better. Yeah. Thank you.
No, but when you're saying that I don't deserve to be paid here or I don't deserve this, I'm going to take offense to that when I feel like I do.
Mick, what I was saying to you is you should take every opportunity. If he asks you to fill in for free, you should do that because you claim you want a job here. If you don't, I don't give a fuck.
I'm not going to be getting a job here, though. That's the thing that I think we're just missing. Like,
Okay, well, that's a good attitude to have, Mick, then. You should leave.
Why? If he wants me to leave, I'll leave. But I don't. That's not why I'm here today. Is to just get a job. That's not why I want to come into the show. I'll contribute.
You should be here because you want to be part of the show.
Correct.
And you said you want to be a producer for the show, right?
I would. Before
So you
he
should
hired
take
Justin,
every
I did.
opportunity. If he asks you to go to a live show, you should do it. If he asks you to come in the studio, you should do it. If he asks you to fill in for free, you should do it. If he asks you to film something
We
for
just
free,
disagree, Mike.
to do a show on
I
the
disagree.
network, you should do it. Or say, Kirk, I don't want to be a part of it that badly. I kind of want it, but I don't want to try that hard.
Yeah, he's tried that before, but we know he wants to do it, and I understand that. But like, that's not.
You don't see the difference between filling in for somebody as a producer and doing all the work and then coming into the show and
I just
there's
don't know.
a difference
I gotta be honest. I just don't know what your issue with Mike is. Like, I don't get it. Like, I have a million issues with Mike, but I'm just saying I don't
know what you think I said.
Yeah,
that's
like,
so
what
wrong.
am I missing?
You
Like, crystallize
said-
it. Mike, everyone be quiet. Justin and Coleman, Mike, myself, everyone be quiet. Mick, for whatever 30 seconds, explain your issue with Mike, because I'm happy if I understand it. Then I'll be happy to have.
I don't care if Mike hates the way I am on the show or anything like that, but when he speaks on me thinking that I'm more entitled than other people in the producer search, I have a problem with that because we had this conversation last time we were here. We
You and Mike did?
yes,
Okay.
on the air.
Yeah.
And you asked me, why do I feel like I'm more entitled than John from Scranton or Montante? I said, no, it's not them that I feel more entitled. I just feel personally that I've done enough to contribute here and earn a paycheck. Now, it's not my decision. I understand that, but like, I don't want to keep having that job dangled in front of me. Like, oh, you can come fill in, but like, we don't know if Gus is coming back. That whole thing, that to me was a job kind of being dangled in front of me. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that's how I felt it.
That's completely imagined in your
okay.
mind. Like, I don't even know. Like,
I could go back on Wednesday and pull the clips.
So is the job being dangled in front of Montante, all the people that applied?
No, they weren't here. They weren't here saying
you filled in 2 days. On one of them, you walked out and had no one
and the
produce
guy got
the show.
fired, Mike.
Right. If you waited a fucking week, that could have been
But
you.
Maybe
he never would have asked Justin.
But that's the thing. I didn't believe that.
Then that's your fucking problem.
I guess so.
I didn't believe I'd be on the Kirk Minahan show one day, but I tried. I kept showing up when he asked me to, so here I am.
Yes.
What do you want me to tell you? I'm not qualified to give advice on a lot of things.
I agree.
I would say one thing is being here. Other than him, I've been in more than anyone.
But Mike, I don't want to be in the position that you are in, though. I don't want to be in this position.
Then don't be. I don't give a fuck, Mick.
What position is that? What position is Mike in?
Mike is in a position where he has his own content here, and that is what the promotion value is what he's here, right? That's the trade-off?
Correct.
That's
Am I speaking wrong?
That's the compensation. I wanted to be a part of this show. I worked out compensation that works for me. You could also try and do that, or you could storm out like a baby so you have content on your podcast.
But it's not what I want to do, though. That's where you're missing it.
I couldn't care less, Mick.
Okay,
Then don't do it.
So I'm saying, Mick, I still we're weeks later. I like it, but I don't quite get your point. Like I just don't get it. I know you have one.
With what?
Just like what your bitch is about this. Like I don't
I'm
get what
bitching because I feel like he represents my character in a very bad way whenever he talks about me like that.
Okay,
that makes me very mad.
So Mike's defined your character.
I don't care if he makes fun of my content. I don't care. That alone
never
makes me
have
mad.
made fun of your
I said I don't care. I didn't say you did.
Okay, nope. Okay, I've never really listened to your content, so I don't know. But what I would say is, like, maybe it's different than Mike's take. Is I think you feel like you deserve that job. And you also feel like we're playing some game with you, like you're like Charlie Brown in the football with this job. And I don't.
2 weeks ago, I did feel that way.
Okay.
I don't feel that way at all now.
But you just said that. Like
I don't feel. I said.
You just
I
said
said
it
last Wednesday.
when
I walked out here. During
Okay.
that's
So you
when
don't
I
feel
felt
that way now?
No, we had
Okay.
that conversation on the
Okay.
air. You told me, hey, I can't promise you anything. You said it yesterday with Montante. I hear you. I get that
Correct.
completely.
Okay.
I watched your live stream the other night. This all comes from, I heard your live stream the other night where someone asked, will you still fill in for the show?
Yeah, I
And
clicked it, Mike.
you hesitated and said, I said
I wouldn't love the. I'll tell you exactly what I said, Mike. I said I wouldn't love the idea of filling in for somebody's show if I don't have a potential chance of working there.
What that says, you don't want
And
it
then,
that
Mike,
bad.
I followed up by
you
saying
don't
what?
want it
Mike,
that
what did
bad
I just say?
that you would do
I
it.
followed up by saying,
begrudgingly.
hey, I know I didn't say it at all. I said I would gladly help Kirk. What are you talking about begrudgingly? That's not begrudgingly. Saying you would gladly help somebody.
You said you didn't
How
want
was
to.
that begrudgingly?
You said you didn't want to.
No, I didn't, Mike. I said I would gladly help him.
I think you should be grateful for every opportunity
I
you
don't
have.
care if you think I
and
should be
take
grateful. I don't
advantage
give a
of it.
fuck if you think I should be grateful. I don't.
Then don't be.
Okay.
What do I care?
I'm saying I would help
I'm
him.
saying you should be.
Okay, cool. Great. I'm telling you that I would gladly help him anytime. And you're just acting like
No,
I
you
am
wouldn't,
not.
Mick, unless you get paid. You want to get paid for it.
Mike, I said the opposite. I said the opposite.
Yeah, you said the opposite every fucking time. You flip-flopped on it a million times. You want to get paid, but you don't want to get paid.
I don't care.
The only time
I don't care if he's grateful. What the hell do I care?
I think he should be. I'm
Whatever,
saying I think he should be.
But I don't care if whatever. If he does it, great. If he doesn't do it, great.
I don't care either. I'm just saying I think he should be.
Okay, I
think he should take advantage of those
What
opportunities.
I'm saying is I don't care if he's grateful. What I'm saying is if he does it, great. If he doesn't want to do it, great. Like,
Right.
but I don't even know if he wants to do it or not. Like I don't even get so.
Apparently he
if
doesn't.
Justin was sick next week, and I said, hey,
Yes, I would help you. Yes.
you would fill in.
Yes.
Okay, and I'd want to pay you, but then you would say you wouldn't want to pay.
This is the difference, though, is when Gus was suspended, it was almost looked like, hey, come on in. And then during that show, I don't know if you're doing it intentionally or not. Maybe you're fucking with me. But it sounded like, oh, we don't know if Gus is coming back. And it started that
I
whole
didn't
thing.
know, but I did. But
I got news. He's not here now.
I understand.
But I didn't
Mike.
know. I didn't know.
And I felt at the time that he was definitely going to be back. I was wrong
Okay,
about that.
right. I understand.
Then ultimately somebody else is there.
I think it comes, Mike. It does come from like a passion. Like he does want to be part of
But
it.
that's yes, I agree. I think he's lying when he says he doesn't. I'm saying he wants to be part
Lying
of
about
it.
what?
So you should do all that shit if you want to be a part of it. In 2 years, Mick, you're a young guy. You're 28. In 2 years, would that be crazy if if he's going to be here for 4 years? These two guys left.
No.
I'm saying don't fuck up now because
Right.
you'll blow an opportunity
But how
in the
am I
future.
fucking it up
if
with
you
him?
don't take advantage,
How am I fucking it up with Kirk?
you're bitching about it constantly.
But I'm not bitching about. I'm saying I
No,
would
you're
help
right,
him.
Mick. You seemed like a real adult 2 weeks ago. You seemed like a real mature guy who's got his fucking head on straight.
But, Mike,
you
you're-
seem like a guy who's grateful for all. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
What is the? Let me hear the rest. Do we have any more mixed sound from this? I want to. Okay, good. Well, hold on before you do. Hold on. What is your take on this, guys, in the booth?
I think that
Your mic sucks. Yeah.
what the fuck happened to it?
Didn't even
It was good before the
It was
show.
good. We had it.
Well, it was good before the show.
Yes.
Kind of.
Oh, yo, how about that?
No.
Fuck!
What's your take, Coleman?
I was kind of confused on where this was coming from with Mick. That was my main takeaway and everything. Like, I just didn't understand. But I think Mike has a point that, like, he should be coming in and just continually trying because something could always open up. And if you're there, you're ready.
It might take a while.
I can't exist in that. Like,
Then
I don't know.
do it, Mick. I don't care.
But I thought you just said you could. Like I thought you said next week you could fill in if you had
As a
to.
potential job, that's the thing that I think you are missing.
I think no. I believe me. I can wrap my head around it. I think you should look at it as, hey, like you can either say, hey, it's a big podcast.
Right.
I get to contribute to it once in a while. I have some fun. I go on the show. I can promote Beyond Average Podcast. And if something happens, great. If Kirk ever needs to be, great. Or just be like, I'm not going to do it. Like, I wouldn't look at it as like there's a job 8 months from now,
Right.
or 14 months from now, or 2 weeks from now.
Right.
Don't even, and if a job comes up, which eventually will, I'm here for 4 more years. I can tell you right now, if Dave said to me, hey, I want to sign you for 4 more years after that right now, I'd sign.
Right.
So, like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm enjoying this. I'm having a good time. I'm going to do this until Dave doesn't want me to do this anymore, until I'm 60. So
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah, we're talking
and it seems like
10
he only wants to work for this show. Like
No, that was two weeks ago. That would obviously, I would love to work for the show. I would do that in a heartbeat. If I could work anywhere, it would be this show. But that doesn't seem like that's a possibility. At least in the near. At least
that's
in
the other thing I said is maybe start doing other shit.
Well, Mick, I'd also say, like, this is where I'm down on Montante, who I think is a fucking cunt, honestly. And I like the guy, but he's a cunt. So he asked me he sent me a message saying this thing was taken away out of context. I listened to the whole thing this morning, him and Dave were on Montante. It was not taken out of context. I thought it came across worse, honestly. But I go back to, I said to Montante on that phone call to him that you guys, this fucking pay-per-view show I proposed for you guys. Right. And Montante said, Julie and him have been. Julie, by the way, texted me and said Montante's lying. I don't know who's lying. I don't know who's telling the truth. But
with what there? Because Montante's mentioned that to me, but not not with Julie.
Okay, but I'm just saying Julie said he was lying because Montante told me that he and Julie were working on something. I mentioned this yesterday, Mike.
Well, he's mentioned that. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I could see Montante mentioning it to Julie and her not reciprocate. I could see that going either way.
Right, who knows?
Yeah,
so anyway, about the show, and I said put on pay-per-view and then if there's a bunch of money there, maybe we can figure it out so we can pay you guys to do stuff for the show. So, like, I don't know. I feel like part of me wants to be like, fuck both of you, because like not a lot of guys at my level would be even thinking of doing something like that. Like really, like I mean really, like when you step away, like I mean I have these two guys, I have Mike, and now I'm saying in addition to those two guys, you guys. I'm trying to figure out a way to bring you guys in and do a pay-per-view, which I could just do whenever I want, make a shitload of money, and just take it myself. Right. But instead, I'm like, I'll figure out a way to get you guys going. I'll match that, and then we'll be. But like, say you got Montante bitching, you've got you bitching. It's kind of like, well, what? Like, there's never like any like, oh, geez, that's like you think like I don't know. Maybe I'm delusional, but I'm not seeing a lot of other people doing that.
This is something that Mick said yesterday, which I know Mick's in a very different situation, but he said without KMS I'd be nothing, and I'm very much aware of that. And that's my point. I think you've got a lot of bright future. But I think if Kirk didn't have me, like this is the only guy that would give me this opportunity. And that's what I'm saying. And I think he's also the only guy that would give you the opportunity he's giving you. And I think by bitching about it, you're kind of fucking up. So I'm sorry if that's too much advice to give, which, by the way, I didn't give to you. I gave on the show when I was asked about it.
Maybe I'm taking it too personal, Mike, but
shut my mouth. Yeah, you are taking it too personal.
Well, I don't like the way you speak. I don't like the way you do it, man.
I've never talked to you like this until right now.
No, you have an underlining tone of a cocky arrogance. There it is.
I've never talked about you like this before.
You've always thought that, and you've hit it in your words, and all you'll say is like, well, why is he like this? He's a little entitled. Why does he think he's better than John Scranton?
Yeah, because I listened to the show. Okay. My ears work.
And I just disagree
with it.
That's how I was
able to get that opinion.
I disagree with it wholeheartedly, and I think it's coming from more of a place
I'm sure a lot
of you
of people
dislike me than you actually thought.
I heard that you read Reddit a lot, and I'm saying a lot of the same things they are, apparently. So I'm sure that doesn't bother you.
What was a Reddit thing? What are you talking about?
He brought up Reddit as well, yeah.
Are we talking about you?
Yeah.
About you being Mike or you being Mick?
He's saying I sound like people on Reddit.
Sounded like
making fun of Reddit.
I'm not trying to say I'm some star content creator. No. That's why I was trying to work as a producer, you moron.
Okay.
It's just like I feel like you're not listening.
Who's you?
And Mike. I've bit my tongue for a while. I mean, you guys are going to think this is a bit. He's been doing this for how long? He said things about me since the beginning of the producer search. He's like, why is this kid so entitled? Why is he so... You sound like the fucking Reddit comments.
Yeah, so that's really what bothers me.
You don't say that.
But this is what I'm talking about. When you say, how long have we been doing this, Mick? To me, it doesn't... I've talked to you, 5 times in my life?
It's not, Mike, it's not me and you. It's not a back and forth with me and you. You're on this show quite a bit often.
Okay, but you said, Justin, how long did he say he's been trying to get a job on this show? 3 years?
Yes, he said that.
I applied for a job here 3 years ago. You just have a hard time believing that.
In January of 2021, what were you doing to get a job on this show?
I was, meaning what? I wasn't doing content. I was trying to
you've been trying to get the job on this show for 3 years. What did you do?
I've been keeping my name
3
around,
years
Mike.
ago.
Just having a podcast and putting, what do you mean? What did anyone do? What did you do 3 years ago? I had a podcast.
I was on the show 3 years ago.
Okay, so what did you do before that?
Well,
you had your own podcast.
I also went to Fenway to fuck up Truck Day. I had Rich Keefe on the show. I did shit I thought would get him to notice me.
I had Francis on the show. I tried to get people noticed. I tried to get bigger names on the show. I had Dustin Poirier
Who could forget, I suppose.
Okay, the street team days, right?
My point is 3 years ago, Mick. What did you said I've been trying for 3 years. Tell me about this struggle that you've had for 3
Mike,
years.
I didn't say I've been
where you deserve
Mike,
a job.
I've been walking in the rain up these giant hills to get here. All I'm trying to tell you is I've wanted to work here. That's me trying to. That's me.
So do a lot of people, Mick.
Okay,
fucking differentiate yourself.
Okay, again, you're the advice. You got great advice, man. I'll absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I just don't really want to hear what you have to say about what you think.
I don't care. Then don't listen to the show when I'm on, I guess.
I guess so. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel the same way he does, largely though.
That's
so
fine.
what's your issue with me then? Like, shouldn't you have the same issue with me?
I feel like you're. If you feel the same way, if you
But
feel
why
like,
aren't you as mad at me? Like, I feel pretty much the same way.
meaning what?
Well, you seem pretty pissed at Mike, right?
Yes.
Well, I feel pretty much what he says is not totally inaccurate. So you should be that angry at me too.
No, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
I don't mean.
I think it's coming from a different place when it's somebody who it's
Mick,
not
if you're
hits
gonna
on
say-
Mike's
if you-
show,
if
and
you're
Mike
gonna
sits
say-
here and
but here's the thing, if you're gonna
poo-poos
say-
on me more than anybody.
If you're going to
And it's
say
like
I'm not funny and I'm not talented and all that, with your crazy talent, you should be way ahead of me, and you're not, and that's the thing.
Mike, I
You
never
should be
said
in here
I'm
more
crazy
than
talented.
me. You should be in here more than me.
When
You
did I
said you
say I
deserve
was
it more than
crazy
them.
talented?
I think Justin and Coleman are
When did I
talented
say?
producers.
When did I say I deserve it more than them? I just
You
feel
did.
Like,
You do. 20 minutes ago.
I didn't. That's the whole fucking thing. I haven't.
You
said that.
said you deserve the job more than them. Didn't he say that, guys? Am I
No, I
wrong?
said the exact. I said I didn't feel like I deserved it over
you say
John
Coleman was
Scranton
talented, Mike?
more than anybody else.
Talented
Like, what are you
producer.
missing?
Save that. Clip that later.
His
please.
drops are good.
I actually don't think Mick said that either.
What's that?
I don't think Mick said he deserved.
Oh, I would love
I
for
didn't
Justin
hear
to take Mick's side. of
Oh,
this.
maybe I'm wrong. I thought he said yeah. When you said do you deserve the job more than them, I thought he said yes.
No, I feel like
Maybe I'm
all
wrong.
I've said is I felt
Oh,
like
he does feel that. Even everybody feels. John from Scranton feels that.
I thought he said it, so maybe I'm
But
wrong.
also, I think every like John Montante, everybody thinks they. I mean, that's
Sure.
you'd be nuts not to think that.
And I think it's different too when Gus is in here screwing up every day and it's amplified and we're making an entire thing of it. And it's like, yeah, well, I'm the one who lost that job. So of course
You're
I feel a little
fucking
different way about
pussy.
it.
You're not the one that
But you also didn't. I keep going back to you didn't actually lose the job though, because you didn't have the job.
Oh, maybe not lose it.
I know
Somebody got
what
picked
you're
over
saying.
me.
I know what you're saying. And
It's semantics, and I think you would feel the same if it was you, though.
Sure. Oh, totally. I absolutely. I get where you're coming from. I don't think it's fair this guy's bullying you.
So is that just where all of this stems from for you? Is it from losing on that national stage with Gus and being brought up? Like, is that where it all stems from, or is it just something deeper?
This is who he is. This is who he is. Like I'm kind of the same. I get where he's coming from. Mick is. But it's a little of woe is Mick. Mick always.
I never
thinks,
said that I had a
Mick
problem
always,
with Mike promoting his Patreon either. Like, when did I say that?
In the tweet, Mick, you said I was mooching.
That was because a day before,
much like you read my tone and all the hatred I've had for
Yes.
you, I read that when I listen to you. I've heard you say
Yes.
shit like that.
Yes, and I just don't know how that you come up with that. I really
I don't know how you came up with that. I hate you, Mick.
I didn't say that you hated me, Mike. I said
I
that
didn't like you. Whatever.
You didn't like me, and you speak as if I'm some arrogant prick. That's the way you speak about
But
me.
Mick, a week ago,
Maybe I am, but this is the way it comes off
But
to
Mick,
me.
Mick, you did say. Hold on, Mike. You did say, Mick, that. Like you wouldn't do what Mike is doing and use like the Patreon. But that,
I wouldn't.
You said something.
You said that a few times.
I wouldn't do that. I don't want to do that here. I don't.
know, but
Okay, so you look down at it.
It's not looking down upon it, Mike. I just don't want to do it. I personally don't want to do it. When I came in here, I wanted a producer job. That's not available. So I'm just going to come in here, contribute to the show. If he wants me on here, I'll be here.
So I shouldn't promote Beyond Average podcast.
I will happily take it, but that's my whole point. Like that is my entire. I wasn't coming in here to promote my own shit. I was coming here to try to get a job on the show.
Right.
The promote my own. I'm saying you said that a few times, and that's where maybe I'm taking it wrong. But it sounds like you're saying I don't promote my own shit. I just want a job, which I don't get. But they're both compensation.
Yes, but one of them's a little more secure, and one of them is like I don't know how well. I doubt I would do well. I don't think I would do as well as you.
Okay, so I took more of a risk than you. I don't get why
Sure,
is
you're a
that bad?
daredevil. Like I guess so.
I am like Daredevil.
You like that, Coleman? Well, Mike also built up. He's been on the show a lot longer. Like this, just that is also part of it. I think. Justin, where are you with this? I mean, no one's going to hear what you're saying, but go ahead.
I think that. Fuck.
No, he sounds okay. No,
Yeah, it's better.
I think Mick has had a problem with Kirk since the producer search, and he's taken that out. He can't go at the king.
Well, that's a tale's old story.
So he's gone at Gus.
Poor Mike. It's just so tough having to take the.
Me and Steve. Dave never wanted to fire us.
That is true. That is true. What's that?
He went at Gus. Then he went at Coleman. Now he's at Mike. He's just working his way up. I think his main point is with you.
Well, he said all along he wants the show. It's he said the other day. He said that.
I definitely didn't scream at Kirk the other day when we were.
Do you want? You said you wanted the, but you said you like I want Mike. I want my job. I think you're quietly.
I said that.
I said take over the show.
Yeah, I think in a perfect world,
I promised to him a while
The
ago.
tension between you two if Mick takes over the show, Mike. Will you still do the show or no?
If he'll have me.
I like when Mick will be like, Mike, what's that Patreon again? Towards the end of the show.
With a smirk on his face. I'm like, no, it's fine.
This clip here, I think, encapsulates it from Mick's podcast yesterday.
Go ahead.
If anything, the guy who gave up his paycheck on the show, he should be rooting for other people to get paid that are contributing. No matter who deserving or not, you should just be rooting for everybody who actually contributes to the show to get paid.
Just a once in a generation.
And if you don't, you're a fucking asshole.
No, you're an asshole.
I think that's.
Mick, how many people applied for the job? I have to root for all of them to get paid?
First of all, Mike. Mike has built his own crowd now on Patreon. I'm very happy for him. So and a lot of people, I've seen this, and I want it to be big. If it's bigger than my show, I'd be thrilled. I legitimately don't care. I've accomplished everything I want. I'm good. But that is his, like, you do understand that. Like, he makes
understand what? I don't know what you're asking.
That's my compensation.
Yes, that's the trade-off.
You understand that.
Yes, he speaks to it like I don't understand it. I don't know why.
Tomorrow, Mike would just get paid.
Yes, and as I said after the damn,
and Mike has said in the past he doesn't want to. So I mean, like I've said many times on the show, if he wants to do it, we'll do that.
It's a great trade-off for him, and I have no problem with it.
So then why? So then what?
He thinks I do. I don't know why.
How many people
do you think he wants Coleman and Justin not to get paid?
No.
How many people do I have to root for to get paid?
No, I just feel like you don't have to root for every single person. Like I'm saying,
M-I-C-K. Justin sucks and Coleman's gay. Go Mick! I'm rooting for you, buddy. I hope you get paid.
Thanks, Mike.
Mike's rattled.
He is a little
Ryan?
That was a madman. But no, from that clip right there, I think you want Mike to come in here and be like, Kirk, listen, you're getting all this fucking free stuff from
What are you
Mick,
doing to this
Montante,
guy?
all these people.
I don't want that though. I really don't.
You
Justin.
just said.
If anything, the guy who gave up his paycheck on the show, he should be rooting for other people to get paid.
That was a weird moment.
I don't understand.
It was almost like my show, The Crown, where they hand over Mike literally got on his knee and handed me his last paycheck. I said, Jesus, this is your paycheck?
We can't pay you. We got to pay you more.
This is daily? Is it daily? You get paid every day? It's unbelievable.
I've never seen that few zeros.
Jesus, God, Mick, if you knew that, I made you vomit.
Yeah. That's why I want to be sitting there.
God, we can probably get paid the same as
But
Mick,
Mick, by me saying on the show, and I know you don't want to hear it, but by me saying on the show how you could get a job in the future, that's me rooting for you to get paid as hard as I can.
And
I don't think he should pay 40 people to produce the show. I don't think it's necessary.
No, I guess maybe it's just
the thing is, I just lay out the scenario. I'm trying to do that.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to do that. You guys are like, Montante's bitching, and he's like, oh, if I went to Newsmax, Kirk could say, I'm like, what the fuck are you fucking talking about, Montante? Like, what are you fucking talking about?
I'm not going to speak for him, but I think it just comes from, a desire to want this to work.
He's done less than you have.
Maybe, I don't know.
No. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a
He's
tough
my
guy.
M&M brother.
No. If you've
my
done
brother.
more, so you're willing to rip everybody else, whether it's Mike or me,
It's loyalty.
or Coleman or Justin. Who's done more for this show, you or Montante? Who's tried to provide more content?
Maybe outside of the show I have, but he's been on the show more than I have.
That's not what I asked.
Okay,
Who's
fine.
trying
Me.
harder?
I guess me.
You know that's true. Yeah, you know that's true.
But I also think he's in a position that I was even like a few weeks ago, where he doesn't know how to go about it and like doesn't know exactly what to do next.
Here's my advice: provide content.
Right. And I heard you say that.
Be interesting. Stop bitching.
You said
That'd
that
be
the
my
day
advice to
before
you.
last week.
Hold on. That'd be my advice to you and my advice to Montante. Stop your fucking bitching. Stop your whining. If you want the job, which I tried to get from fucking Montante on Sunday, try and fucking do something instead of being a fucking baby and having your friends on and having your sycophant friends like David from Hull, that fucking asshole. Like, provide. He's a loser. Provide content.
And I did a couple of streams after I heard you say that at the end of last
Correct.
week. I said I'm going to do a couple of streams.
You're doing it right now.
I'm going to do a
providing
podcast.
content right now.
Like that. That's
You're providing content right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, or just be like, hey, fuck it. Like, fuck the guy. I'm either way, I'm fine. Like, I like it, but you got to do what you got to do.
And I think that's
Powdered
kind of
sugar.
where, like, I don't know how to go about.
Thank you.
Because it doesn't seem like, at least in the intermediate, there's going to be a position here for me.
I mean, how many times do I have to do this? I fucking
Kirk,
talked to
Kirk.
fucking Montante on
Yes.
Sunday and said, tell me the fucking podcasters at my fucking level
Nobody.
who would talk
Nobody.
to Mike Montante on the fucking phone. He'd be like, I'm a fucking fundraiser for you guys to get a job just because I fucking feel bad. You
Right.
guys suck. I just fucking feel bad. Like, who else is going to do that?
Nobody.
The fucking people I hired, they suck. I just got rid of Augustus. He's a fucking joke. Coleman's a retard. Steve's a Nazi. Like, what else? Really? Jesus.
The worst charity of all time.
I hired a fucking producer. I got rid of the microphone doesn't even fucking work now. I haven't heard a word Justin said in 3 days. Right, Justin?
That's right.
Yes.
Just gives a thumbs up now.
Didn't you say we do a video yesterday, Justin?
I recorded a video.
Pretty fun.
It's coming out tonight.
Is it good? Coming out tonight. Okay.
I hope so. It's something.
Okay. And by the way, this fucking crazy show, like, enough. So 9:30 tomorrow, tickets go on sale for Portland. I want a fucking record sellout. I want a record goddamn fucking sellout. These two guys will be on before the show. I'm not starting at 8:30. A little pregame show on here. You guys willing to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
And today at some point on the main channel, on the YouTube channel, we will replay the Wilbur video and the State Theater video. We could do that, right?
I'm sure we can. We can figure it out.
What do you mean?
The whole thing?
Yeah, just put them up. Like run. We can run those, right?
Wow.
We'll run those.
That's
during
big.
the day. Shut up, Mike. Good boy, Mike. Good
I'm rooting for you to buy everyone's tickets tomorrow. If you could do
You know
that.
what I'm rooting for, Mike? Is Blind Mike Project. Tell us about your...
No,
tell us
it's fine. Hey, it's all fine.
Tell us about your little project, Mike.
No one has to go to blindmike.net if you want to
Was
watch.
yesterday Tuesday?
As a matter of fact, it was. As I said on Twitter, Mick spoiled it for me. It's my favorite day of the week.
That's true. You ruined Tuesday for me.
But yeah, if you want to hear Kirk talk about All in the Family and me try to get Coleman in the discussion, then that's... What's next, Coleman? It's on YouTube. I hate that drop so much.
That's a great drop. That's led to the whole thing.
That's on YouTube tonight at 8, and then it'll be wherever you get podcasts in the morning.
Excellent. So, Justin, I think Mick hates me too. I think you're right.
Yes.
And I think Mike, when he's yelling at Mick, is yelling at me for the What's Next Coleman thing. Like, I think they're both. I think they're both doing it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Breaks Mike.
Mike hates this, but it's true.
Yeah.
A guy at CBS came up to me yesterday and said the "What's Next Coleman" thing is very funny. So I did actually, which I never do. I did the form. I went, "What's next, Coleman?"
I told you.
What's
Like,
next, Coleman?
people that they don't listen to Why You Laughing. They're like, this episode, Mike's really is working on his new catchphrase. CBS.
Is there any other sound from that, Justin? From Mick, I mean.
I think that was about it.
Okay, you want me to tell you how I really feel? I think he's a fucking hack.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you stand by that? What's your this is fine. If you think he's a hack, then we should talk about it.
A hack strong. I don't think. I think when you were criticizing me, I felt a little sensitive, and I thought that you came off as like Dave Chappelle as like king content creator. And I was
What's
like,
that,
who
Justin?
the
Go
fuck
ahead,
is this
Justin.
guy?
I don't think Mike was ever like criticizing.
Yeah, I
you,
didn't
though.
criticize you.
I think calling somebody arrogant and having underlining arrogance to it, that to me, and trying to say that I don't.
Mick,
I disagree.
You do.
I just disagree then.
Okay.
You think he's a hack?
I don't think, yeah.
No, I said that's too strong. No,
What is he then?
he's really good on the show.
Oh, forget it.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey, buddy, I think you're pretty great, too.
Nobody thinks.
That's all I needed.
Jesus Christ. No. Boy,
I
we
do carry a Chappelle-esque swag.
You do. We solved a lot there, I think.
Slap my knee with the mic.
What's your takeaway, Justin? Did that?
Yeah. I just had a problem with him. Again, he kind of pushes the narrative that like he thinks that I have a problem with him promoting his Patreon with KMS, and that I've never said that.
So like, isn't that?
But that's kind of what you said, though. Like you were almost demeaning him.
Yeah.
I said that I just wouldn't do that. That doesn't
Okay.
mean it's terrible.
Maybe I
what he's
heard it
doing.
wrong. Maybe I heard it wrong. What were you saying, Justin?
I mean, maybe I took it wrong. But when you say I just wouldn't do that, it sounds like you're like morally against it or something.
No, I just don't think it would work for me.
Would you
Okay,
say,
then I didn't take it that
Well,
way.
but it's not.
And it's not a secure
but
thing.
But you don't have a pay. It's not a Patreon thing.
One, I don't even know if I would be good enough to have people subscribe to my Patreon. Two, I don't. It's not a secure thing.
I'm not trying to be an assoul. I'm really not because you're younger.
No
Mike's
one
been
would.
around. It would just be smaller than what Mike has. That's the
course.
way. So, but Mike started with 0 as well.
Right.
But yeah, maybe not. I didn't think I would have anyone
I think it's
subscribe.
just this position in my life. I would like more secure paycheck and job
Sure.
security
No, I get
than
that.
having
That,
Patreon.
that makes
But,
sense to me.
Maybe here's where you're not
That makes sense to
understanding.
me.
I assume. Do you have like a 9-to-5 job that I don't know about?
I bartend.
That's what I mean. So, but the reason I'm asking that is, I assume coming in here doesn't affect your like, it's not fucking up your job or anything.
No.
If you come in here to, that's what I'm saying is like, if you have time that you can do it, I think that's the type of shit you should be doing at your age. Like,
Yeah.
you're still relatively young.
No, I
that's the type
agree
of
with
shit
that.
you should be doing.
I agree.
I am so into fucking like cunty Gus on Twitter now.
Oh, it's the best. It's
What's he
amazing.
saying?
4 minutes ago, I didn't think at Montanti and that Beyond Average Mick was so sensitive. You know what? He has absolutely earned the right. He can dump on you and everything.
I missed the goose.
I am so tempted to fire both these guys. Just have Gus fuck this up by himself now. I am.
Gus is like, boy, Mike and Mick sound awfully inarticulate.
I couldn't believe Gus had his legs crossed the other day. He was like almost dismissive
Cocky
of
Gus.
me at times.
He
Like,
had a swagger to him that was missing the entire time he worked.
yeah.
Everyone always struggles too to like move the mic out and get out of
He
the
was
chair.
fine.
Gus made sure to do it perfectly, and I love that. It's fucking great.
But if you put him back there, he'd be a puddle.
Yeah, it's that chair, as he said.
He's right.
Poo-poos in that.
That's true. So Gus is so happy right now. What's that, Justin?
So Mick, you said yesterday you have no issue with Mike mooching off of Kirk.
Talk on the side. Talk like
Yes.
this.
You have no issue.
No, it's
Yes.
still. Why can't you guys fix this fucking mic?
We did this more. We ran like multiple times, and then it just, I guess, wasn't good enough.
There's something sensitive about it because they have it like it's good for a minute and then they don't touch it and then it's bad.
I think Gus's voice just was naturally.
It's a Mick mic. It's sensitive.
Justin, I thought I heard you say too, I need to manage my expectations. Could you go in on that? Because I don't really know what you mean.
And going on that, if you wouldn't, on Coleman's mic, Justin.
I just feel like when you came in that one day to promote, to produce back here, and then you were like, I've been doing this for 3 months. I really want this job. It takes years to build up and to do this.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like you think Kirk should be like, hey, you're my producer now.
I don't think that.
I also think we've gone over this. But like Mick thinks he worked like 3 months straight, I think, which he didn't.
No,
It was 6 episodes.
It's more just the
whatever, right?
timeline, I guess.
Sure,
Yeah.
I understand. You want the job. Like, I'm never going to get mad at the guy who wants the job. He wants to work for the show. And I will say Mick tries.
Sure.
Like
But that's where I'm
like,
not.
I'm not going to kill a guy for having, like, he's crazy, but I like crazy. And he has desire. It's misplaced. But, like, as opposed to other people, like Gus when he was working here, as much as I like Gus, or like Will, or like these other guys, he fucking wants it. So, like, I don't want to.
That's where I'm confused with
Hold
Mick.
on, guys. I don't want to stomp. But I don't want to stomp on that though. Like,
Sure.
like, there's, is he insane? Like, yes. Like, is his girlfriend going to leave him? Certainly.
Might have already, but
Really?
yeah, it's another.
Whoa! Hold on. What do you mean?
It's just not a great situation right now.
What happened?
A little tension.
I thought you
that doesn't
kind of
take
hinted
the
at
You bested Mike cake today?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, he's going to try and make it himself. His brother's going to make
Al's got it.
What happened? Hold on. Shut up, Coleman. What happened?
The whole moving out thing's been a big thing.
Moving out?
Yeah. Like I live. We don't live together.
Oh, I thought you did.
She stays at the house quite a bit, and she wants her own place with me.
She lives with her folks or whatever? Or?
Her mom, yeah.
Her mom.
She stays at my house probably 2-3 nights a week.
Around where you live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just up the road.
Would you be willing to have her on to talk about this?
No, I don't know. Yeah, not right now. Maybe next time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
others would, but okay. That's fine. That's fine. No, don't worry. That's fine.
The ring's the issue too, so that's another.
Huh?
The ring's been asked about for a while.
How long have you been dating?
6 years, a little on and off. So
Okay.
She wants to marry you?
yeah, I don't know why.
Go ahead, Justin.
I hate to bring this up, but we're getting comments in the Twitter thing. Blind Mike is an arrogant asshole.
Thank you, Justin.
He treats Mick like Clemmer used to treat Justin. Maybe I do have a little bit of like Stockholm syndrome. That's why I'm taking Mike's side.
It could be it.
Are you team Mike on this?
I think I was, but I'm getting. I mean,
I'm team Mike.
all the comments here are.
I'm with the scrappy
the
underdog.
three of you defending this blind. Oh, this fat blind.
That means
pussy
Coleman.
today's-
That means Coleman, Mike, and you, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's fine.
Is wild. I don't know. These are.
I don't like what Mick's
very
going. I don't like what Mick's going through here.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, hold on, everyone. Let's put a pause on this.
Yeah.
So what is going on with this? What's going on with the baker here?
With the baker.
So
it's the frustration.
So she wants more Mick in her life.
She wants
She wants to live with you. She wants to be married to you. She wants to be married to be on.
I think so. Yeah.
How tall is she?
Yeah. You said this the other day. I'm got to be 6 inches taller than Mutt. You said I was shorter than
Mick,
Mutt.
you're like 5'4".
No.
How
I
tall
was
are you?
hoping Mutt was going to be
taller
here so
than
we
Mutt?
could do. I at least,
No one's hoping Mutt was going. How tall are you?
5'9". I would say.
How tall is she?
5'4".
Okay, so you're fine. So she just wants more of it, and you're not feeling it.
No, it's more of it's similar
Financial
to
or-
I have a really good situation going. Me and Christian live together. He lets me stay in the house for a very good rate, all that. So me moving away and going somewhere else is going to cost me a lot of money.
Moving away where?
Anywhere. It's going to cost me a lot more
Oh,
money.
you're saying
Moving
you
out.
get, you
Moving
get
out,
a condo or apartment
if we got
or
a condo
house or
together.
whatever.
So I said, all right, well, let me figure out what I'm going to do next. Let me get my job. That's part of the reason why I'm so eager to get a job with some security. So
Would you like me to talk to her?
might have to.
I could seriously, if you give Coleman a number, we'll settle it.
No, not today,
Not today.
but next time.
Okay.
She would do it. She's a trooper. She'll have she heard the freak out and she was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you ever talk to someone like that on their own show?"
Was there a translator? Or she speaks English. Or no? Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay.
You stupid.
Well, that's too bad to hear. I mean, you like her, right? You love her, so
I love her, yeah,
all right,
for
so
sure.
Don't let this one get away.
No, it's rocky times, but I think we'll
You think you'll be
persevere.
okay? When was the last time you spoke to her?
On and off. Last night. I spoke
Last
to
night.
her, but yeah, it's been.
What's your take on it, Coleman?
tough.
You're a man in those women.
I'm still hung up on the 5'9" thing. I don't know if I buy
That
it.
is a fucking lie.
crazy.
Is
I've never
5'9"
thought
is
of him as
5'9"
Mick,
on
you
your
are-
license?
Nick, you are not.
Five. I think it's 5'10" on the license.
Well, people
but-
lie on their license.
Yeah, I 5'9".
We could figure this out like right now.
How tall are you? Well, you guys are both tall.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah. You can figure out there's a way to measure him?
Yeah, we could do it on the phone, like the measuring app thing, real quick.
Justin, go do that with Mick. Go ahead. Shoes off, Mick.
You know,
Let me see. Stand up. No, he's not 5'9". He's not 5'10".
and then you just
Genius at work back there.
I've never stood up next to him. I don't think of him as
He's a little
short.
He's a sickly little fella. So I don't think he's got spunk though, you know?
He sure does.
He's a fighter. I'll give him that. He took a beating, but he doesn't. He didn't walk out today. He took a punch.
Yeah.
Which I was impressed
Kind
with.
of like him. Don't tell him.
That was a good moment. It was good for him. He had to fight back. He took an absolute. I mean, the problem is his argument is just wrong. So when you're like,
yeah, I don't get it.
But then it becomes like you and I are like lecturing like a kid, and it's like, well, you know,
I do hate that, and I even said something. The Clemmer thing I knew was coming because I said something to him like you should be ahead of me and you're not, or something.
What is
like
it?
That.
5'9".
That's bullshit.
Wow.
Do you have your shoes on?
According to this app, though, that
You had your shoes
Yeah,
on.
who knows?
Measuring it.
Apple's been going down.
Your shoes are on or off?
They're on.
Yeah, that's shoes on. He's 5'7".
Listen to the doctor.
You're just a sickly guy.
Yeah.
Sickly guy.
That's the other thing is you don't have much time left to live. I would.
That's true. Yeah, that's why I don't want to wait
He's
to get
gonna
a job
pounce
here.
on his
Like, how old do you think you'll be when you die?
I think the average age for a Crohn's person is like just 3 or 4 less than normal. So what's it, like 70?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's too bad. All right. So I don't know. So
You're also 3 times as likely to be struggle with like craziness, to be a little tapped up here. With
you're not
Crohn's
struggling with
disease.
craziness. You got it. yeah, there's no struggle. You've beaten it. You've got it. You've got it. I mean, you have mental illness, right?
Not diagnosed, but yeah.
I know I can help you out with that. You have mental. So do I. So does Mike. So does Justin.
Yeah.
Coleman does not. Coleman's empty. He's
Right as rain.
You're just a happy guy.
Well,
That's what I mean.
in the 50s, I think they called it a mental illness.
Shut up.
He had a little.
He knows my kryptonite.
Coleman had some shock therapy. He's fine. His parents had him to camp for a couple of summers in New Jersey. It was wonderful. All right.
I did look up yesterday because before when Mick was going through the whole Saudi thing, I thought he was schizophrenic.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. What was saying?
And then for a while, I thought that
You hear the difference? I'm like, listen to the difference in that.
And then for a while, I thought he might have had a substance issue. I don't believe that anymore.
Oh, man, that is one thing. You should be like Justin.
quick. He was quick that day.
Justin was like tapping his nose.
I know.
Saying you're a
Powdered
cokehead.
sugar. I know.
It did seem, I don't know if you, I thought that too. Like either you were crazy overtired or on
No, I know that
Adderall
look.
or
That's
something.
I don't want. Maybe I'm wrong, but that was a look of just a crazed guy, not on drugs, but just.
Yeah.
Exactly. It
But
was
like,
more.
but Mike, if you're me, this is a guy who wants to be here.
Oh, for sure. But here's what I'm saying to Mick, and maybe you think I'm wrong on this, but like, are they going to replace Josh? I have no idea. But like,
how can we?
if I were Mick, if he has the time to do it, I would think Mick would be like,
No,
hey,
Mick
I'll
would
replace.
Mick would never do that.
That's what I think. That's the wrong attitude. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mick thinks that's beneath him, though.
I think that's the wrong attitude.
I don't think
But-
it's beneath me. I just don't see how that's going to help me get to where I want to be, especially if you're starting that low. And I understand what
I'm not
you're
even
saying.
sure I disagree with that, by the way. Like, it's just, it become like a bit, like it becomes like Mick's back there.
Maybe.
I don't know. But he's here. Him coming in here every couple of weeks is probably better for him than being in Josh's seat.
I guess.
Like, that's a bigger
But Josh
play.
was coming in here every week.
Oh, but he wasn't doing anything.
He's
But,
listening to the show.
that's Mick would.
But
That's
the way-
what I'm
but-
saying.
but-
This is
but-
where
but-
it's like,
but-
it doesn't like Mick. I think Mick would be better than
But the way
Josh.
I think, though, the way my brain works is I'm not going to be like, well, he's back there cutting clips. So I'm going to hire him as producer.
Right.
That's
Okay.
just not the, like, I think most jobs are like that.
Yeah.
But what Mick just did with us for the last hour is way better than cutting
Oh,
clips.
absolutely. But I'm saying, like, in 3 months, like, is that opportunity going to be there for Mick to come
Right.
in every month? I don't know. But I think that would ensure that he's around.
Also, if this show gets bigger and bigger, and it's gotten bigger in the last few months, then you have money to hire another producer. You have ability to do this, and then there's the case, and then they were doing this, and like I said,
Yeah.
again, hangover. This is I made a pitch to Montante for him to try and do something to get the job.
Right.
Did he tell you that?
I mean, that's
So,
where
I mean,
this
like,
started with
like,
Montante. Is like you offered him to do sales. I'm like, you should be doing stuff like
And
that.
that's hard. I get
and
that's not easy.
And like I think the only response I've seen is like, oh well, Mike didn't always do that stuff, and it's like, yeah, I fucked up. Like, so that's what I'm saying to these guys is like, don't fuck up as much as I did.
Right.
You know.
I think I'd probably take it more personally because when he's speaking, when he speaks about me, I think I just have like maybe an insecurity where I feel like it's always a narrative.
Somebody like Mike is lecture. I get that. Like I'd be nauseated too.
Yeah, after a little while.
If I remove myself from it, I understand that.
This is disgusting, honestly. All right, what else is going on? What's next going?
Radio yesterday.
I also know like, your impression is too good. It's like too close.
Well, it's like that. It's like that. If the it's like, what's that Coleman? Like the head turns every time. Like, I knew exactly what was coming to you. You'd pause.
You nailed it with how Dana Carvey's impression of Dennis Miller is like, okay, bet like when he gets that. Yours is when you found out how I say couscous.
Yes,
Is where you really mastered the impression.
Dana Carvey did do a great Dennis Miller.
He sure did.
Do we have any updates on those guests that Gus had semi-booked?
Yes. So initially they were supposed to be
There's Robert Eiler and Jamie Lynn Sigler.
Oh,
Yes.
which
they do a podcast on the same network as Lauren Compton.
You never know.
Beneficial for all of us here, John.
Really helps me out. Mike's going to get arrested in front of Lauren Compton's home.
You bitch.
Go ahead.
So the 24th was when they were looking at. So that would be a Wednesday.
A week from today.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Good.
11:30, I believe they said.
11:30.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we'll tape that after the show. Maybe we'll start at 9 or something and then do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Be done at 11:30 and then
Yeah,
tape
we can
it
just
after the show.
put it in.
Right,
Cool.
maybe do it separately. Even do it. We'll figure it out.
I think Robert Eiler was a big Stern fan.
I think he was.
I saw him on with Artie Lang, and I remember him saying that.
I find that to be so crazy. It actually blew my mind 6 months ago that day.
Oh, yeah.
Robert
He's the
Eiler
same
was
age
older
as-
than Gandolfini. He's now older than Gandolfini was. It's like the age Gandolfini is now in season 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he seemed, I mean, I guess he just looks younger than Gandolfini did at the time, but he doesn't seem like a guy that would be playing
No, I think
someone
that
the
would be-
age of Tony Soprano.
And Jamie Lynn Sigler is, according to Andrew Augustus, the most beautiful woman in the world.
That was.
I don't think that's a hot take though.
Neither do I. She's beautiful.
Like
I know she's the most. I don't want to denigrate anybody, but
Yeah.
I mean, but she's a very attractive woman.
I thought of a name for that probably doesn't hold. This is years ago, but Sloane from Entourage
Oh,
would have been
yeah.
in that
Yep.
discussion.
Yeah,
with
that's-
Emmanuel Shariki.
Yeah. Yep. Beautiful. Yeah. Jordana Brewster, I think.
I never could buy that she was with E.
Well, why don't you call Doug what's his face? I'm talking about the podcast. Give Kevin Dillon a call. The show for morons.
It's a good show.
You don't like Entourage?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good point. We all disagree with you.
Well, I'm gonna have to reconsider. Radio, Barstool Radio.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I mean, we may as well just play it, but
We need someone to come in.
So what are
shake
they? What are they
hands,
talking
kiss
about?
baby.
They're talking about taking over Erika.
yeah. So they ran through a couple different people. They listed off like
We had a long conference. Were you on that call or no?
no, I didn't even see an email for it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. We had a goodbye to Erika, and then Dave brought up some stuff. You all right, Mick?
Yeah, I'm just taking my vest off. Sorry.
No, it's fine. What are you laughing at?
That's kind of funny.
What's funny?
I don't know. Him taking off his vest.
Seminal,
Not if the war is taking his Kevlar
Blow
off.
it off now.
Now the battle's over.
seminal comedic moment right there. When David over some company stuff, it was fine. Erika was very emotional. I texted with Erika. We missed calls yesterday. I have to be fair. When I'm like overreactive, God knows I can be overreactive. Like I think I've been with Simmons in the past. Like I kind of was thinking about the whole Erika thing yesterday. I was having lunch, and I'm like, even like the K Marco stuff, she had my back big time, if you remember. And definitely the Murchison stuff. And I'm like, way plus over minus. Like way plus
Sure.
over minus. So like, the thing is the most recent thing was something that annoyed me. Just bad timing.
Was the with people you've told, was the reaction to that like, I get it, or like, maybe you're over it? Like, do people agree with you on how
I was
you
at
felt about it?
Papagino's. I told people they grabbed their chest. They gasped. And him.
Can I
I meant
ask?
more like Jeff Lowe or something like that.
Yes.
Was it about you? What was said, or was it something about the show? Was
No,
it-
me, kind of. Yeah, sort of.
Yeah,
about
it was
me.
like insinuated.
Oh, you heard the story, right?
Yeah.
What's your take on it? Without.
I think maybe it was like a bit of she was busy in the moment, but also inserted some like dry humor into it.
I think
was what
maybe.
she was going for.
I think maybe. So everything is fine. And I'm a great boss for me. And it's too bad that she's going to go. But I mean, it sounds like there's not going to be a new one. Yeah. A new CEO, which is not really a surprise. I
I
think
thought
there's
you heard say to Glasspiegel, didn't you say that you thought you might have saw this coming? And then
Yes.
I thought yesterday you was kind of the opposite.
No, I was surprised that it's one of those things where you had heard whispers when it actually happens, you're kind of surprised. But I kind of figured, I think I said in the show months ago, and I was saying yesterday, I don't know if she wants to sit there and watch Dave just kind of have the company, kind of do okay.
Right.
And, and I think she wants to probably do something else. I think she's into this fucking, not to set up Kelly Keegs here, but sort of this like women empowerment thing, which is like, again, like women get periods. Like, I don't how are we supposed to do work? Like, I guess when they're older, I don't know. Like, I mean,
Pregnant.
that's what I'm saying. And then they might get paid while they're pregnant.
Right.
It's crazy. America Ferrera said it best in Barbie at the end, really. Don't you think, Justin?
I forget that speech.
Did you like Barbie?
It was fine. There were some funny moments.
I kind of watched that speech and I was like, it's good for like young girls, and everything, but that's been done before. It wasn't
Most
like
on-the-nose speech in history.
It wasn't like holy shit. They came up with points I never thought of.
People said they were crying. I'm like, you ever like lived in the world?
I think like Bo Burnham has a song that's pretty much word for word that
Right.
speech.
Anyway, so they're talking about this yesterday, and it says, my guy Pat's the only guy I care about in that room now on Barstool Radio.
Do you think that was genuine though? Him saying,
Pat's a big, yeah. You tweeted it. You didn't see him last night?
No, for sure.
Pat's
The way it came off, maybe.
I think
Coleman, why don't you call Pat and talk to him about it?
I don't know. I want to. Do you have his number by any chance? I just want to be thorough.
It's my gay underground sources.
Go ahead.
Just make sure we're all still intact, and then just jet off who knows where.
What if we go
And
the
that's,
opposite of that and just give it to Kirk for a week and see what happens?
Oh no! I'd be fired. Then the radio show's canceled and I'm
Yeah, I would be
fired, and
fired.
we're all fired.
Maybe
and,
people would like that.
I love Kirk.
and there'll be a slogan over the bar stool that says "Women don't belong here," and that'll be it.
I'm a Minifan.
It sounds like Pat's in a separate room.
He is. First of all, Kelly's got like guts. I'll give her that. She'll fight. Like, I wouldn't fire her. The other one, I wouldn't even know who she is. So she'd survive too. She's a 0. But like I've said this a million times, and this is what I don't like about this: is I treat women equal to men, and women don't like that. Some, where it's like if I think K Marco sucks, I'll say he sucks. If I think trying to think of somebody else at Barstool, Willie Colon, that show sucks. I would say it sucks. If I think that somebody writes a blog that stinks, or Dale Arnold stinks, or fucking Tommy Curran stinks, or whoever, I'll fucking say it. Do I have to list the number of fucking men I've criticized in the history of the show?
Well, she did a wrap-up show for a show where you told Jeff Lowe you're going to blow up his house and chastised a male producer. So.
Yeah, Rob, the producer, I think stunk. It was a woman honestly, it was a woman I wouldn't go as hard at them. So like, if that's what you want to hear, like she's right, I guess. But like, but then when you criticize a woman, so there are some women, some can take it, but there are some who immediately hide behind that because they know they don't have the skill or the ability, whether you're Caroline, who stinks. Like, Caroline stinks, okay? And I'm trying to think of a guy at Barstool who stinks.
I guess there aren't any.
Chaps?
Chap stinks. Like, he's a fucking 0. Clemmer's a 0. But, like, Chaps stinks. Like, he shouldn't have a job. Like, he sucks. He's talentless, brings nothing to the table. He sits there and watches guys hit golf balls in Chicago all day. Like, he should be gone. He should be dishonorably discharged. He stinks. But like, I also think that, like, Caroline stinks. Well, I'm going to treat them equally. To me, that's being a feminist, honestly. I've said that forever. So, like, if Kelly Keegs or that's Fran's sister or Rhea's sister?
That is
Fran's sister.
Okay, that's if she can't handle it, like, that's fine. Like, okay, or Caroline, block, ignore, mock. The other one who does the podcast with Arian and with PFT.
Mad Dog, yeah.
Yeah, good. Go for it. But like, you stink. Like, I mean, you're a woman and you stink. There are guys who stink. There are white guys who stink. There are black guys who stink. There are Asian guys who stink. There are Asian women who stink. Fucking everybody stinks. Mick stinks. Like, what do you want? What do you want me to say? Now, I've been doing this now for a million years. You want to make a list of the fucking men I've criticized? Next list of women I've criticized? I feel pretty confident which list will be longer. I feel pretty confident about that.
Where does that come? Is that like the Ellie Schnitz stuff, or where did this start?
Probably, but no. When you're defined by that, like these women at Barstool, that group have defined themselves as that now. Then it becomes a cone, a protective thing. If anybody criticizes you, it's because you're a woman.
Right. Whereas,
like, I don't give a shit if Kelly Keegs has 12 vaginas, 46 penises. I don't give a fuck. If she says something dumb, I say she's dumb. If Kevin Clancy, who stinks, says something dumb, I'll say he fucking stinks. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we? I don't even understand it.
Do you think it comes from like Kevin having to warn the employees and remember?
No, it
that whole thing?
predates that.
Okay.
This predates that completely. Mick's never listened to the show.
Yeah,
It completely predate. Like, it doesn't even. Like, it's crazy. Montante, I think's a guy. I'm pretty sure I criticized him today.
I think it's like
and Julie, I've criticized. She's a fucking woman. She stinks. Like, this is how it works. I think this is the only place left that fucking does it. Honestly,
you'll use like harsh language. You'll go at these people pretty hard, and people don't do that to women now.
That's sexist.
That's what it is. Yeah,
that's sexist.
That's where I think people like Kelly developed that opinion.
But the thing is, every other show yesterday, whether it was Yak or KFC Radio, all made the same. Even in Barstool Radio, I think later at some point, they all made the joke of like, oh, those girl CEO's gone, now the boys can play. Like, you didn't do that yesterday. You know what I mean?
No, I don't
like,
care.
Every other show did that.
Yeah,
I don't know why their problem is with you.
No, I think they should hire a man to run the company now.
Well, if they wanted to be successful, yeah.
Right? I mean, what are we doing?
We can all put our pussy hats on, I guess, and have fun. But
if the best candidate, if Dave thinks the best candidate for the job, he interviews. If they did it, they're not going to do it. Was a man, he should hire him. If it's a woman, he should hire her. If it's a black man, he should hire him. If it's a white woman, he should hire her. If it's a black woman, he should. I'm tapped out, uncle. Like I'm good. I'm all set.
Who would your pick be within the company?
For the CEO of the company?
Yeah,
I know who Erika's would be, which I found funny.
I saw that too.
I'd have to quit at that point.
I really liked, because I said that. I was like, hey, maybe Gaz. And then Gaz was on Twitter like, guys, I don't think I could accept the position. It's actually much too hard.
Gaz is 6-hour work weeks might get in the way. Honestly, what is her name? Oh, shit. She's very nice and she works hard. MB? Is that the right? No.
The
Danielle?
CFO or the...
No. I forget her name. She does a lot of like the... I think of somebody like legitimate who does like... She did some of the foreplay stuff. I'm not like a dot in the I's, crossing the T's, like a real person for the job. Not like... for like content, who should do it? Like Frank the Tank should.
Right, yeah.
Like, honestly, that's what they should hire. I'd be in for that 1,000,000%.
Yes.
Like real, the real one's boring because you don't want but you want like craziness. Dave should hire like Mincy, yeah, right, or somebody like that. I think, or Rappaport or somebody. Mike Rappaport, not Dan Rappaport.
I kind of assume Big Cat.
Dan Rappaport is the worst Rappaport hire in the history of our house.
Come on.
I feel confident saying that.
That'd be great if you went in to negotiate your contract and Frank the Tank spins around in a big chair. Well.
I will say, like, I like Frank. That World Series thing was crazy.
Oh my god,
it was fucking crazy.
What I missed
World
it.
Series thing?
He did every team that's ever. This was like last week on every team in the history of baseball that's won the World Series. Like what happened that year? Like
he's
really,
he's got a crazy mind.
Like I know sports, but this is
Frank,
like
name every World Series winner off the top of your head.
1903, the Boston Americans, as they were called at the time, they beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3. It was an 8-game series.
This is what I'm saying. He does this for like 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy. Like I can tell you everybody who's won since like 70, say 60 even maybe. But like he was getting to like the 1923 the Yankees beat the Giants like 5 games.
It'd be great if we just he's wrong.
Oh,
I thought like maybe somewhere in there he might, because I feel like sometimes he just states things that are just not true and plays it off.
He's the biggest star in New York right now.
Easily.
Like he is the biggest star in New York.
Oh no.
Those walks are doing good.
Huh?
Those walks
They're great. Getting pretty good. Frank makes. It's all a bit, but I think maybe Jeff was saying something. He's like, Frank's smarter than you think. Like he knows. Like I've never really had a conversation with him. So
what was the video? I don't know if you still have it, Coleman, but I think Gus showed me it actually. But there was some like stream or something happening.
Oh.
And Gus was freaking out, and Clemmer chimes in, and Frank just goes, "Shut the fuck up!" Really?
All right, what else?
Steve from Glosta had some heavy words for you. I don't know if that's.
I have that too.
God.
Yeah, I listened to it on the way in.
I would say his momentum is.
I haven't heard it yet.
Crashing.
Nauseating by you.
He's nauseated by me.
Yeah, you got him nauseous.
I did what?
In what way?
He wanted me to fire Gus.
Your inconsistencies made him sick.
Because I fired Gus? Well, let's find out. He did another one? You just do one?
Yeah, he did one the night before too, right?
I can't keep up.
Maybe I'll hire him.
He loves to call me Mr. Softy.
Right, I figured.
Soupy Steve, and all these other things. But he does the same things himself. He's very, very inconsistent. On Monday, he was very disappointed in a way that I didn't hammer Gus.
He's so about himself. He's like worse than Andy Mayo. He's worse than Andy Mayo. Go ahead.
To him or celebrate the fact that he was fired. And as I listened to that episode, with Gus there, by the way, I noticed that Kirk was also being inconsistent. Right up until that firing, Gus was crucified by Kirk. Kirk laid into him something awful. He tore this guy to shreds.
Why does he say shreds right? I never get that.
The SH maybe.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Said some things that, really were degrading in a way to Gus.
Oh, Steve's now offended for Gus. This is a guy
I never attacked a man's character.
Who coined the term Gussie bullshit, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
You're being unkind.
Yeah.
Kirk was really upset. I mean, to the point that he was saying that this Gus bus thing should be driven off the road and off a cliff.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh my God.
This is really what he's doing?
Yeah.
He's got nothing left.
Well, also before all that too, he
might be time for Steve to call it a day.
He's
I'm
trying
not
to
talking about professionally. Go ahead. Well, hold on.
But this is what you always say happens, though, where it's like, Dave sucks, you should fire Dave. I miss Dave on the show.
I saw a couple of tweets. Most were all excited, but I saw a couple of tweets like, "Oh, Justin and Coleman suck.
Yeah.
Bring back Gus." This is inevitable. Like but you have to get through that. And then today's a good show, wild show, and then everyone forgets him. Something else happens. Justin will have some moment, or Coleman will do something, and then it's like, everyone will forget. But the one interesting dynamic now, though, is for the first time, you have an exiled producer who's going to actively during the show criticize the producers of the show.
That is true.
Cullinane and Steve will do their passive aggressive stuff every once in a while, but Gus is actively every day going to go after these two guys, which is great. Which is a great dynamic.
I think he has any real tension for them.
I think he hates Coleman.
Yeah.
No shot.
I do.
I think Gus is a nice enough guy.
You're always the last to know.
No,
What's that?
I think Gus is a nice enough guy where he wouldn't say.
I mean, you're right.
Hate someone.
But I don't think he hates Coleman. But I think
Coleman gave him his bonus, which is kind of crazy. Like, that guy,
nuts.
yeah,
that's nuts. You should probably want that back at this point.
Coleman is funnier than me.
Steve, what else does Steve have to say?
So he's trying to change the format of the show, and he's
format of this program.
No, his show.
Okay, I'm ready.
This program.
Scandals and Animals.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
And he's looking for guests, and there's one he has in mind.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about a potential format change to the Consistency podcast, and that involves bringing guests onto the show. Not every week, but maybe once or twice a month. I would love to have a 15 to 20-minute episode with some guests. I think it would be a great opportunity to talk to some guests about the Kirk Minahan show and things that they're interested in. And it would be a win-win because the guests will have the opportunity to promote things.
Oh, what a gift.
You see, Mick? Are you learning?
Right, I'm learning. I'm listening.
I'm going to do this show.
Steve's episode, by the way, as of right now, has 137 views.
Go,
so
Steve.
you promote that fucker away.
And it
Which is
also
fine,
gives me an opportunity to spruce up the Consistency podcast a
Oh,
little
that's
bit.
true.
Spruce it up.
Spruce it up.
He's got his feather duster.
I like Steve. I can't help it.
Thinking about a while, and now it's time to make it a reality. So if you're interested in coming on to the Consistency podcast as a guest, please let me know. I would love to begin the booking process. And if you're somebody who is interested in producing and would like to produce these episodes, please get in touch with me. I would love to run some ideas by you.
So, no, not even. I would love Gus to have to produce for him for eternity, and they are just lockstep together.
That
now.
would be good.
Yeah.
So Gus will be the first guest on that show, right?
I would
Like
hope
he's
so.
defined. Steve is locked in, like Wilton Russell.
Will it be a softball though? Like, is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a soupy. It's gonna be
Because he likes Gus at the
Gus
end
could be
of the day.
swimming around in soup. That's what the soupy Steve.
Well, the first guest he actually wants is Mutt.
Oh my
I have a few people in mind as guests. I've reached out to them already to gauge their interest. And the one person who I hope will accept an invitation to come on to the show is Mutt. I'm a huge fan of his. I've always been.
What is anybody huge? I always just of what?
I like Mutt.
So do I. But like, what are you a fan
Don't be a
of?
jerk
He
to Mutt.
stinks
Come on.
He's very funny on this show.
He's
because
great.
of me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. You're a fan of me then. You're not a fan of Mutt. I will not allow that. No praise for Mutt. I will not allow that.
Well,
Mike can promote, Mick can bitch. I don't need Mutt praise in my life. Guy bailed on the show tomorrow with Jared, so wants no part of Carabas.
Oh, he did?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Very critical of Carabas. Very.
Wow.
Something happened between those two guys. I don't know what.
Fuck.
Wow.
Very critical.
This
Very
is his favorite show.
He's like, Jared accepted money from DraftKings. That's a bitch move. It's the reverse of this argument.
We got anybody? Thank you, Mike. We got it.
Yeah.
I like Mike. Is Mike thinking to explain his jokes now?
Explaining for the layman's at home.
Still think Mike's a little rattled.
Do we? Mike's rattled. Yeah.
How so?
Oh my God, the trending, the comments. It's not good.
I don't agree.
It's not good. Can we get somebody in here with Jared tomorrow or no?
Sure, I can work on it. Yeah.
Who are we thinking? Got any in mind, Justin or Coleman?
Mike Montante.
You can't do it. He was originally. He said he's got. At least he was crazy.
Holiday screwed him up the week. I guess.
Won't be in New England this week.
Yeah, that's reliable.
Come on.
What?
He would be here.
This would be a Mick.
If he needed to be here. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, we could call an audible.
I'm sure that would never be an issue at all. Well, was that it from Steve or no?
No, it's just more mutt dick riding, basically.
Yeah, good. Mutt's debut on the network's be on the Consistency podcast. I like that.
Yeah.
Good. Why not? All right. What else?
There was a Mount Kirkmore last night
Okay.
that one of the guests, Dr. Vodka, are you familiar with him?
I've seen the name. I've seen him on Twitter.
that
Yeah,
sounds
I don't know
familiar.
him. Yeah,
I think he's
yeah.
one of the trolls and stuff like that. It was worst.
It was worst show bits, right?
Yeah,
I haven't seen
show-
it yet. Yeah. I like McFustadia and
So
Beanbag
to be
Ron.
fair, this segment had a disclaimer before it that was filmed afterwards by McFustadia.
A disclaimer.
Yes.
Wow. Really? All right, go ahead. So this is worst show bits.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for making it this far. I wanted to jump in here before Vodka makes his first pick and let you know that Vodka's views do not match the views of
This is much like All in the Family.
It is. It's true. Jesus, Coleman playing that for you, Mike? Is that Bud Yorkin or McFustadia? Go ahead.
Works or Mount Kirkmore's or anybody watching this, I'm sure is going to absolutely disagree with Vodka. He's an absolute 100% drunk just from North Carolina. I don't know.
What's his pick?
Here, I'll get to it. So this was his first pick. He was the second. He had the second pick in the first round.
What was the first overall pick?
The first overall pick was Rico calling in.
Okay, it's a good pick.
That is a good pick.
It's good, very good pick. Go ahead.
All right. My first pick is Kirk pretending he's going to kill himself.
I mean, that's funny. That's very funny.
I'm so tired of this. It's happened since he started the show.
There's those guys who actually likes the show and pretends to hate it. Where is he on the...
If he's joking, that's funny.
Either way, it's funny. Oh, if he's serious, it's also funny.
If he's serious, it's weird.
I know, but it's funny. Like, what are you going to do?
It goes on for a while about it, about how it's all like a ploy.
Times he's gone to his mental hospitals.
So the killing himself started.
But nobody's ever seen him at his mental hospitals, which is fair because that's.
This is Dr. Vodka saying this?
Yes, he's saying that
that's not true. That's actually not true. People have seen it, but people...
Portnoy fans have seen you.
That's true, but also people... But he's right. The only game has ever tweeted, hey, I'm in the mental hospital today with Kirk Minahan.
Yes, I haven't seen that. No one has
Correct.
told...
So he's not wrong about that.
No one has told Dr. Vodka in person.
Correct.
Like, here's a picture of Kirk.
That's right. Yeah, Dr. Vodka's not wrong about that. So far, I'm with this guy. Go ahead.
The guy that asked him about Dave Portnoy, was that one of the...
Yeah, but that came from Kirk.
Correct.
So, show me.
Correct.
Did you hear that? He said, show me a picture.
What time is it?
Show me a picture, you say?
He needs evidence.
I'm down with that. I don't hate this. I don't hate that pick.
Quick. What time's a train run through Winchester?
I haven't checked tonight.
There you go.
I don't hate that pick.
Guys are phony.
That is not a bad pick. What were the rest of the picks? Do we know?
I do.
All right, go. Let me hear them. Worst show bits.
I just that's how HBO Max should do their disclaimers, where it's like, this guy's a booze bag. Don't fucking...
True. That's a good pick by Dr. Vodka. I'm okay with that.
Beanbag Ron had Rico Bosco calling in, Patrick Ford being good on the show. Little
I think that's a bit.
Nobody thinks that. Yeah. What were you saying, Justin?
Little People, Big World.
Okay, I like that caller, but I hear the criticism.
And his last pick was Steve from Glosta hating Gus.
Yeah, that is a bit. Yeah. That is actually. Those are good picks. I think that's a good wild card pick too. The killing myself thing.
Vodka had
killing himself. Yeah.
Kirk pretending he will kill himself.
Yeah.
Kirk pretending to not know people's names.
Okay.
Steve pretending to care about when Kirk would talk about something not politics.
Good pick.
that's pretty funny.
And Sneakers pretending to hate the show. I think
good picks. Those are good picks.
I think Vodka and Sneakers.
Wait, so why did it need a disclaimer?
Well, for suicide, probably on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess.
But he's also, I think, kidding.
Well, I assume McFustadia thought if that hit you in the wrong way, you'd go off on all of them.
That's what I'm saying.
It almost seemed like a year or two. Whatever. I think that's funny. Who cares? Like, it doesn't matter.
What is the names thing?
Now?
What's that?
Are you admitting that it's all made up?
Yes. I'm
just want a vacation.
I'm mentally perfect. There's no issues with me mentally at all. I know I went to these places, but just to fuck around. Yeah, it was fun.
Observe.
It was fun.
What's the name thing? You said there's one about him forgetting.
Yeah,
names.
you don't.
Oh, how Kirk will. He thinks how Kirk will be like, oh, what's that person's name?
That's
on
legitimate. No, I have a weird memory. I don't remember show stuff and name stuff, and I can remember other stuff very well.
No, it's like when you're like, oh, it's Hank and me. Who else is on my trivia team?
So obviously, Justin, you have the same. Justin, I thought you meant like, okay. Yeah.
I thought he meant. I thought he meant earlier where he's like, it's MB. It's some, you know what I mean?
I would say the Killing himself's a good pick. The Steve pick is a good pick, and both Steve picks are good. That one's not great, but those are. I think Dr. Vodka won that draft.
There's two more.
Oh, he's two more. He has two more.
You don't know
picks.
that yet.
No, there's two more people.
Oh, good.
Chris, it's your 50th birthday.
It is my 50th birthday. Okay, good.
Chris who?
Chris and Methuen. He's one of the 420.
Oh, he stinks. Go ahead.
Harry Potter abortion sound.
Yeah, we all agree that stinks. Go ahead.
The same 14 people that are haters.
Right.
When you say the same 14 people.
Doesn't bother these people, which is good. Go ahead.
Not at all. Yeah, no, not at all.
And that weed makes you a drug addict.
It does. Okay. I'm sorry. More.
Fuss had a good first pick.
Okay.
This one is going to be that Coleman is a good producer. The YouTube always sucks.
Coleman looks pissed.
Dave is left. Like,
Coleman, you get a little sensitive.
I don't get sensitive.
I disagree, though. I think pretending Coleman's a good producer is a good bit.
I agree. I mean, when you say stinks, Jesus. That's funny. Okay,
Coleman's
go ahead.
your producer.
Clip that.
Which I don't think this is really important to the show, but he doesn't think you've ever written anything to do with a book.
Who doesn't think that?
Fuss.
Oh, that's not true. But yeah, go ahead.
Dave was depressed after.
That was a bit. That was Colin pretending he was depressed
Dave
after.
Cullen.
Yeah.
Jonas Brothers concert.
I think even Dave would say.
Yeah, he kind of acknowledged that, I think.
That's actually a bad pick, but it's funny. But yeah.
And that Clemmer was good on the show.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I think Clemmer was good in the show. I get people. I understand that, but yeah, I think Clemmer was good in the show.
W for vodka.
W for vodka, I think. Yeah. You know, but
You had the ballsiest pick.
maybe I'll kill myself though to prove. But you know, will I though, Mike? Will I?
Now I got to record it in.
This is what he says. Kirky bits.
No, I won't. I like that. That's a good episode. Go watch that. What else?
I actually found that Tank Clemmer thing. It's pretty funny.
Does a guy like Vodka now bother that I am like okay with it? Does he want me to be like the guys like that want me to be like, oh, they want that?
I don't know though, because I feel like the hating is like a therapeutic thing, like to project it on you. Like this guy, I don't know.
Maybe it's kind of like a cop looking at a criminal. Like,
I see way less. I see way less of it now. Maybe it's just because I'm not paying attention. I don't know. I don't see those people as prominent.
I get quite a bit.
You do? Well, you stink. It's different. Yeah. Go ahead. What was the other thing? Montante in this episode yesterday was like, he's like they were doing their picks for the worst Minute fans. There was one guy. Montante's like he's always going after me. He's like I don't even think he's a Minifan. And Dave was like, well, no, I'm sure he listens to the show. Montante's like, no, he's just a Montante hater. I'm sure he's a Montante hater, you idiot.
That guy's just fucked today. He's like, when's the next Montante day?
Jesus. All right, the Frank sound guy.
Yeah. You hear that concert went, woo! You hear him just like, it's over now, buddy. It's now over already. You hear I audibly hear them high-fiving each other. They're fucking high-fiving them. And next you're going to do the same thing when they lose to the Chiefs.
Get mad at the quarterback that fell down.
Shut the fuck up! Every time these motherfuckers announce, always in my fucking face.
See, the stuff before that feels like orchestrated, Frank, but the shut the fuck up is
no, that's genuine.
Yeah. Because I feel like Clemmer and Frank's bond used to be stronger, but this other guy came in and took over.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The guy who walks him around or whatever.
He's like a head of Clemmer.
Jenks, yeah.
His handler, yeah.
His handler.
Yeah. I don't know what Clemmer's doing. I mean, I know he's doing stuff. But I don't know.
Race, baby.
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
That's great.
I don't think has it gone?
That's probably not a good sign.
They
we don't
taped
know.
it. I know they taped it. Jeff told me they did it. I think they're just editing it now, I guess. I know nothing about it.
He did say something like February, maybe?
Right. I could see it taking a while to edit.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like how many episodes is it supposed to be? Do you know?
I know nothing about it.
They just shot the pilot, right? Yeah. But that seems weird. You shoot a pilot and then like 6 months later, the rest of it?
I guess. I mean, it's like All in the Family. They recast it, maybe.
But they're going to put it on YouTube or something.
Hopefully.
Well, we'll see. I'm telling you, I know. I was texting Clemmer about something, not about that the other day. I forget. But no, I have no idea. I hope it goes well. I imagine it'll be all those New York bozos, right?
I would think, yeah. I don't know if people are flying in for something that's not.
Yeah, I don't think Portnoy's
assured.
in it. I don't think. What else?
Wait, Dave and Mike Portnoy. Has there been anything on that? Your Amazing Race?
No, I was going to check. I was actually going to check in with them in the next couple of weeks about it. But I mean, just to see Dave and Mike Portnoy
That would be
lost
the
somewhere in
greatest
Iowa,
thing
like
of all time.
trying to figure out a map together would be unbelievable.
Who would be the most infuriating person for you to have to do that with?
Nate.
Who would be your
That's
partner?
not even.
That was really
That's
quick.
not
Wow.
even.
Because you said it
close.
would be you and Rico before. I
Right.
assume that's changed.
Probably have to be that now, though, right?
Yeah.
But
you
is
and
it
you and Justin?
That's true.
Race.
Huh?
What?
Well, it's not
The
a.
Amazing Race is what I think it is.
I think also. I think
It's not a
also.
sprinting race, is it?
It's also kind of a. I don't mean to put a critical of Justin. I feel like it's probably a
Bigger names.
A-lister kind of.
But you're like Mike Portnoy is not an A-lister either.
But he kind of is.
I don't know about that.
I don't want him coming after me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, Nate. When you say, I mean in the world, not just the Barstool.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the most annoying person. And I like Nate, but to be in the car with him for 8 hours going somewhere? You think this fucking vodka guy thinks I'm kidding around? Trust me. You're fucking sucking tire iron about, you know.
Would you be able to do it with Cullinane?
No.
Yeah, that was another.
Well, what
thought I
every
had.
Barstool employee.
Well, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, I'm
you
just
have- you
saying.
have, like Big Cat and PFT and me and Dave Cullinane.
Dynamic duo.
Of the producers I've had now 5 producers. Most annoying to least annoying in the Amazing Race together. Steve and I were in the car together for days in South Carolina. So Steve
would be pretty funny in that.
Steve would be great. He'd probably be the first pick.
I would think Justin next, no?
Justin's a slob.
Not in your car, he wouldn't.
He would be though in the car.
Could
Like,
you
no,
deal
not
with
at all.
Gus though? That entire.
Gus would be tough. Coleman's probably fine.
Coleman's 2.
Yeah,
Coleman's
probably.
definitely 2 then.
From an annoyance standpoint, I suppose.
Yeah. Justin, Cullinane, Gus, I think.
I feel like Justin's kind of the alpha in the car, though.
When I'm in it?
Anybody.
Yeah, probably. He'd probably be bossing me around.
It's in the back.
I don't know. I feel like you control the stereo, the heat, everything like that, no?
Well, to be fair, whenever I drive Mike around, he's not really fucking around with me.
That's true. I am the beta in that situation.
That's true.
Slaps the hand away.
That's
There is
true.
a couple times on the thing where he's like, "Oh my God, Justin, a new Shane Gillis is on Joe Rogan," and he'll like take the thing.
I believe it.
You shouldn't.
True or false? On the way to Mississippi, I said like we're passing some town in Pennsylvania, and you go, "Ooh, this is where Shane Gillis is from."
Just like that?
No chance.
I swear on my grandfather's life. that this
Goodbye,
was-
Grandpa Trudeau. It's been nice knowing you.
Gee whiz. What else?
Did you see that Parody in Madawaska was just sold?
What?
The supermarket was sold?
It was sold to Hannaford's. It's going to turn into a Hannaford's.
Oh.
I think
Are they going
already
to keep
had-
the name?
The city's being gentrified.
I would assume they would just switch it over to Hannaford's. That's a main
Yeah.
chain, right?
Yeah, there's a Hannaford in I think the next town over, I think. Huh. That's kind of sad. I wonder what that means for Stacie.
Out on our ass. And there's only 40 people there. I think they probably
That's
need
true.
her.
I will say, you guys were there this summer. That's a legitimately big supermarket.
Yeah.
Like that's a big size supermarket.
Yeah, for that area.
For
definitely.
anywhere. That's a legitimate supermarket.
That's a regular size supermarket.
Yeah.
Is it a local only? Like, is it just in Madawaska, that place?
That
As far as I know, yeah.
I mean, maybe that. I mean, that could be. I don't know. That could be like a small super northern
few up
market
there.
chain.
There
It
were
could be
2
full.
of them that were sold.
Yeah,
Parodies,
I could
so
see that,
maybe it
yeah.
was the name, but yeah,
Huh.
it's sad.
Well, call. See if Stacie answers.
I have to look up Hannaford's now.
I think you'd still probably look up the name of the supermarket, Madawaska. Justin. That's not good. I mean, maybe that's good. I don't know.
Man, Richard Chandler sells his radio station.
That's what I'm saying. Big Rick's gonna sell to Justin.
Wow.
Were there any scenes filmed in Parodies?
We tried. That thing where I walked over. Stacie wasn't.
We were
there.
there for a while, but I
Yeah.
don't know what was filmed.
Who would even know at this point? It's gone. It's burned to history. So. I feel like we were there for a week. We were there for one night.
Created a lot of memories.
Steve was there for like 3 hours.
Hello, Parody Shopping Space.
Hi, is Stacie there?
She's on the phone right now. Could I take a message?
Sure. Can you tell her that Kirk Minahan called? Have her give us a call back when you could.
Okay. Could I get a number, please?
She's got the digits. Thank you.
Okay. You're
Have a
welcome.
super day. Sounds on the phone right now.
Probably with another podcast.
Paradise Publishing. Is she Market and Fish? Did they say what she answered? Is that what they said?
Oh, it was just supermarket.
Oh, I thought I heard you say and fish.
Wow, that's corporate now, you know?
Yeah.
Everything,
that woman
things are
sounded
changing
very
already.
corporatized right now. That's not good. That's not good. That's too bad. That's like a little local flavor.
I know.
Huh. Well, the place we had dinner at was great.
The Lakeview?
Yeah, the place you were hammered at. And then you shot that scene out, which, of course, nobody could fucking hear. Who cares? I'm over
My
it.
redemption story.
Yes, yes. Tickets on sale in less than 24 hours for Portland, Maine. Unbelievable. Back in Portland next March. What else, Coleman? Or Justin?
Did you see this about Alec Musser? I think is his name. He was in is it All My Children? Basically, he
got the jab.
No,
that's what Jerry said. He shot himself allegedly, right?
Yeah,
but his wife is saying.
But she said that she
shot
it was
himself
because of COVID.
Yeah.
And when you said he got the jab, Coleman said no.
Well, no, because I was thinking.
As a matter of fact, that's not what happened.
No, but his wife, right? His wife is saying that he got the vaccine.
Oh, okay.
But the coroner's saying he shot himself.
Shot himself, and she found him in the tub.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
How could it be?
Doesn't make much sense.
Both could be true. He might have got COVID. He might have got the vaccine.
I guess.
But he was in the Adam Sandler. He's a bunch of Adam Sandler movies too. I
He's
saw.
the Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Coleman.
Yeah, that wasn't
that's
bad.
pretty good.
I can't think of who that is.
In Grown Ups.
Like the lifeguard.
Yeah. Young guy, great shape. He was,
Oh, maybe Steve from Glosta met him.
How old was he?
40 something. Let me double check.
Okay. Because I'm 50. Just want to get in there for my
Like you're going to do
That's
this.
right.
He is also 50.
He's also the same age, exact same age as I am. So he, I mean, like, now anytime anybody dies, these people, the Montantes of the world, like every single, what's that?
Shot himself in the
Well, I laughed at Coleman because I thought he just made a slip of the tongue.
What was the one what was the one that Steve fucked up the soccer player? Remember that like a year ago?
It was a boat accident.
So you got the jab. Like, guys, people die. Like, people died before. I don't know what to say. Like, even like, yeah.
Listen, Deron Harmon, maybe. Who knows?
Sure. Who's
Jamie Foxx.
Who's to say? But yeah, very sad. Very sad. What else?
There was a sound from the Yes broadcast of the Nets game. I don't have what was originally
Nets
said.
Celtics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say don't even set it up and just because it made me laugh.
Play. Okay, play it.
Threes coming from all over the place, and then everything that could go wrong, foul, ball goes in, N1, stops the clock, turnover, missed free throws when you got fouled. It was crazy.
Could I make one point?
Sure can.
I just want to say that earlier, you had a very patronizing tone towards me. I fully understand what a slip screen is. I've been doing it.
Is that Iron Eagle?
Yes.
With Mike Fratello?
I believe so.
Was he kidding?
No.
What did Fratello say to that? Keep going.
You had a very patronizing tone towards me. I fully understand what a slip screen is. I've been doing the NBA for 18 years. But the way you presented it initially was gobbledygook. So, like the audience, I wanted you to come back and explain yourself.
This is me and Mick.
I was just going to say. This is just like us.
What does Fratello say?
Like Mick knows what a pop filter is.
Jesus.
And just took a firing line on me. And it was uncalled for.
I don't think so.
This guy's like, you
That is
bitch.
Fratello, right?
I believe so.
Confirm that.
And I think they said Ryan Rucco's the play-by-play guy.
Oh, that's not Iron Eagle?
We had the same discussion. I said, is it Iron Eagle?
And Iron Eagle switch off. But that sounds like Iron Eagle.
It does sound like Iron Eagle.
I mean, these guys all try and sound like each other.
Yeah.
What a cunt.
Is the other guy like an athlete or something?
Mike Fratello was a long time coached the Hawks.
Yep, it's Mike Fratello.
And was also the main color guy with Marv Albert.
He used to do like TNT,
of the
right?
telestrator, Marv Albert used to call him, yeah. And like...
Maybe it was NBC back then.
Yes, he did NBC. And he did TNT after, right. But he coached the Cavaliers. He coached forever. Like, he's like... he coached at Villanova, the Raleigh Master. He's been around forever. And, I want to hear him... Do we have him describing a slip screen or no?
No, I couldn't find
Oh, I want to hear that. It would be great if he was like, listen, shithead. Listen, retard.
Good for him to just be like, I think it's so funny to on air be like, I have to say, you were awfully patronizing.
But is it the kind of thing like where they have, like, because like Marv Albert, like Iron Eagle clearly wants to sound like Marv Albert. Like these guys all do. You can hear him. You know what I mean? Like he obviously worships Marv. Like, is it the kind of thing where because Marvin and Fratello used to break each other's balls all the time. Like, is that his way of doing it?
I don't know enough about their chemistry.
I know, but I'm saying, is it the kind of thing where we just don't even, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, probably not. These guys are insane.
Yeah.
Let me hear, can I hear Fratello's answer? Is that all you have from him or no?
And explain yourself. And you then just took a firing line on me. And it was uncalled for.
I don't think so.
That's exactly what happened.
You are overly sensitive to
I am not.
You have a bad day today?
I am not.
It's second game of a back-to-back.
The
It's
ride back from
very
Philly,
tough.
did it like disturb you last night?
That was 2 hours with you.
Yeah, see, I think it's like it's. I mean, like he's clearly it triggered a nerve, but he's a pretty good. Like I'll give him that. At least a lot of these guys would just be assholes. Like Fratello is fucking hit a home run.
Listening to them for the first time, it sounds like they're kind of being good sports for the air.
Yeah.
But I don't know enough about
Fratello's
their...
always been like that though. Like that'd be great the rest of the game. He's like, now he's dribbling the ball.
You don't think that's like one of those things with like Toucher and Rich? Didn't you say they used to have like little feuds that would make it onto the air that were about nothing off the air?
But you could tell that. But you could tell them kidding around after that they get along. Though. Yeah. Like I mean,
but I'm saying that sounds to me like simmering. Like we're gonna laugh because we're on the air.
Right?
But
Yeah.
I guess.
I do think Iron Eagle was a little ticked off.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely it was. He claims Mutt sending me a link live.
Oh boy.
Iron Eagle claiming it was all sarcastic humor. And Mike and I would go off each other. Who in a serious fight would ever use the term gobbledygook? Iron Eagle says.
Iron Eagle.
Yeah, that's so true. Everything that was put on not 40%, not 70%, not 100% busting each other's chops. We do it every game. What happens sometimes is the local audience knows we're up to when something goes viral. That's what I actually thought.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, he wants to be like Marv Albert. Although this guy, awful announcing guy who wrote this, Matt Yoder, he's not buying it either, Mike. You and Matt are together. He's not buying it either.
Damn straight.
But yeah, that's very funny. The slip screen gate through returns to the subject with a much different tone. There's a clear difference of the two videos. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, that's funny. Either way, it's funny. But yeah. What else, guys?
Apparently it's an
Be
older
great.
clip.
What's that, Justin?
It wasn't recent. It was an older clip.
Okay, good. What else?
Be great if Fratello just kept saying like, "This reminds me of James Worthy." You probably won't know who that is, Ian. But
any hot sports takes, Mick? Didn't we battle the other day about Moses Malone?
Yeah, you lost that one.
Sure, you're totally. Yeah.
You said Shaq too. That was no good.
Yep.
And then you had Kevin McHale yesterday. Better than who?
Oh, did I say it yesterday?
Yeah, you did. You said it was. I don't know.
Oh,
maybe I'm mistaken.
yeah, what were we talking about?
You said
yesterday?
you didn't say.
Was that talking?
No, it was more people
knew
know someone now than Kevin
Deuce
McHale.
Tatum.
Oh, that's what it was.
Deuce
Yeah,
Deuce Tatum for sure.
That's what it was. Yeah.
People your age and younger? Yes.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
No hot sports takes, but I think it was 12 years ago today. I want to know how you would handle this with your son. I got suspended from school for ruining a lip dub. Do you know what that is?
Nope. Feels like you want the force within though, so I'm in.
No, I don't know. I looked at the date this morning. That's
what is it?
So like your schools do like a school spirit thing where like you fake a music video and the kids sing. They're lipping it the whole time.
Like lip sync thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they go throughout the school. It's like school spirit, school pride, whatever. And the lacrosse team decided to throw the shocker up. And at the time I knew what the shocker was, but
I don't know what that is.
Doing the pink one and the stink.
There you go.
Okay.
It's a sex move with your fingers. And yeah,
You use that in your girlfriend currently?
no,
Okay,
no,
go ahead.
no. I'm not big on that stuff.
The sex stuff?
The butt stuff.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
But no, yeah, it would just the video itself was very funny, and
You got suspended for that?
Suspended, yes. And how would
a
you?
bunch of people or just you?
4 of us.
For doing the...
Yeah, we put it up during the thing and ruined the video too. They had to like edit it out and like animate it. So I'm asking because my parents were disgusted by me, and I think to this day it's been the biggest probably riff we've had where I don't think they view me the same.
Okay, I think it may be other reasons, but okay. How the handle of Harry got suspended for that?
Yeah.
What grade was this?
Sophomore year.
Yeah, I mean he's in 6th grade. I mean, I would be upset just because it's like it's a clear violation of it. Like that's just stupid. It's just dumb. Like there's no upside. I mean,
I guess what could he do at school like a kid would do that would piss you off the most? You get the phone call from the principal.
I would be upset, and I'm very lucky. He's just not like this. If I found he was bullying and being shitty to like a kid who had some problems or something, that would bother me. Like coming off of a month of me torturing Augustus. At least I was paying him. That would bother me.
What about like mouthing off to a teacher?
That would be a problem, but like that'd be less of that. And I just don't think he would do that either. But that would be a problem. Like if he was disruptive in class, Very lucky with both of them. I've had zero issues so far with either one of them. So
It seems like parents in general now are like, again, I'm just judging from like movies and TV and shit basically, but like then years ago, it's less likely to be a one-time incident gets you in a shit ton of trouble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
unless it's
Like
crazy,
if Harry
yeah.
did something once, if he did it 50 times, then he'd be mad.
right, I think that's right. Yeah, I think it's just that maybe that's better, maybe that's worse. I have no idea, but I do think if he did that, I guess if he got suspended, that'd be an issue. But I also know, like, if you get suspended for a day your sophomore year in high school, there's no bearing on the rest of your life.
They make it seem like that during, like, when you meet with the assistant principal, he's like,
They used to, really.
you're
Yeah.
toast, buddy. Like,
You're a permanent record.
Right, yeah. Oh, I remember when I was in Catholic school in third grade. I think I've told this story. I tried to do I had a dollar bill, and I tried to do the thing, but I actually ripped it in half by mistake. And one of the teachers saw me and brought me into the principal's office. The principal told me this is a federal offense.
Oh, my gosh.
This is money, ripping a dollar bill. And I got a demerit, and I had to call my parents. And I got home, and my mom was there. I was bawling. I was like, please don't tell Dad. She's like, I have to tell him. She's like, it's a federal offense. Which it probably is. Like, it's money, I suppose.
If you tell him I'm opening the neighbor's mail.
And I thought it was like, I was like, as a little kid, I was in third grade. I was like, this is like, I won't be able to go to college. Like, I won't be able to play for the Celtics. Like, I had all these things in my head. I thought I was fucked. That's why I never played for the Celtics. Probably, yeah.
When I was in second grade, I wrote a paragraph or like an essay that got my parents called, and it was pretty bad. It was, what did you want to do more than anything in the world? And I wrote an entire paragraph about how much I wanted to have hot sex.
What?
Oh, wait a second.
Do you still have this?
No, my parents might have it, but they know the story because my mom would like leave Cosmos around, and I was starting to read, and like all on Cosmos was like,
Yeah,
it was
like
like
sex
guys
stories.
want hot sex, like
Right.
ways to blow his mind. And I would read it, and I would like obviously getting turned on, but I did not know
What was going on?
What was going
So
on?
we turn to the written word.
So, so in for like a test or something, my teacher, we had to write like, what do you want more than anything in your world? So it's like, oh, I'm gonna blow everyone's mind because all these older guys want hot sex. So I wrote like a paragraph about how much I wanted to get laid and how like all my friends would love me, even though I did not know what sex was.
What grade was this?
Second grade.
Oh, boy.
What happened?
They called my parents. I had to get interviewed because they thought I might have been being like molested at home.
That's where it started.
Yeah, wow.
That is more of a confession than anything else, Mike.
I remember thinking I was in like so much trouble, and like my dad, like nothing happened to me, but my dad was bullshit with my mom.
Because of her Cosmo stuff?
Because yeah, she would just leave it around, and my dad's like, "These are fucking porn mags that your son is just picking up and like getting turned on." And then he's going to
Justin
school
Flint.
telling everyone.
Jesus, no kidding. Huh. Couldn't really hear that story, but it's a good one. All right, what else, Colin?
Did you see about James Dolan getting accused of being in ties with Harvey
Weinstein,
Yeah.
right? That's not good. That's not good.
The Eagles masseuse, too. Did you see that?
Oh, is that what it was?
that
Really?
it?
Yeah, I guess he started out like, I guess Dolan opens up for them. He finances their tour.
Only at the places that he owns.
So I thought you meant the team.
Oh, no, sorry, the band. Yeah,
Oh,
the band.
yeah, good. Dolan, yeah, right. Dolan has a relationship with them. Oh, Jesus. Huh.
That's my favorite is that when big bands play like MSG or the Staples Center, he's like, well,
Guess what?
One caveat. JJ and the straight shots.
Me and the boys were opening it for you. Dude, fucking these owners are crazy. You saw the Jim Irsay thing?
Oh, that he was just like overdosed or something?
These fucking owners are all out of their minds.
How is he still alive? I feel like
It's
he's
a
had
good
a
question.
couple of those.
I mean, I watched that Real Sports thing. The guy's a mess.
Oh.
No Belichick news, huh?
No, just that the Falcons. Who do they interview?
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, yeah.
I've interviewed Belichick and Harbaugh.
It's big.
Which is pretty crazy. I mean, I guess Harbaugh's just leaving. Like, nobody's even really talking about that.
Yeah.
Well, I
Maybe
think
that's
he
a good
might
job.
get fired.
Harbaugh?
Yes,
Just
because
won
of
the
the
national-
investigations and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Because I read somewhere that he
Yeah, I don't
wants-
think he's gonna get fired.
But is it like an Urban Meyer situation where he knows something's coming and he's like, I gotta get out of here?
Oh, maybe, yeah. He got
He's
his
the
championship.
footsteps.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Huh. Yeah, I did see that though. Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, I don't know. Atlanta almost made the playoff. Maybe that's a good job.
I guess, yeah. Who knows? Oh, yeah, who knows? What do you have any notes, saying, Mick? Any thoughts? No?
Did you see the Sundance top 10 thing? I was curious on your opinion on that.
I didn't. I saw it. I didn't really care. Well, what was
You want
number
to give it
one?
a ranking?
Sure. These are the top 10 movies ever to appear at Sundance.
This is what they have. Number one, or do you want to guess, or do you want me to tell you?
Number one is Memento, right?
Nope.
No. Oh, number one is I saw it. What's number one?
Whiplash.
Whiplash. Yeah.
Awesome.
Number two is Reservoir Dogs.
Better, much better than Whiplash.
Get Out. Number three.
Better than Whiplash.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Not as good as Whiplash.
Memento.
Better than
Sex,
Whiplash.
Lies, and Videotape.
Better than Whiplash.
Before Sunrise.
Better than Whiplash.
Boyhood.
Not as good as Whiplash.
And this one's I'm going to struggle with. E2 Mama Tambien.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That was pretty good.
I don't know what it is.
He's getting into some of his dirty talk.
And Blood Simple was the last one.
Those are great movies. I got no problem with that list. I would not put Little Miss Sunshine on there, but those.
You didn't like that movie?
I mean, it's fine. It's like for
stupid people.
It's for moms.
Oh, okay.
So it's fine. It's a fine movie. But yeah, that's not a bad list.
More empowering than the Barbie speech?
Yes, more empowering than Barbie.
Whoa.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I feel comfortable there anymore.
I think
Do they
so.
always do these award shows like back to back to back?
Well, I mean, it's award season.
But the Emmys usually isn't, which I.
Mike is not.
No
giving
one
up
gives
on
a
that.
shit. But I'm speaking for it.
So you're saying if I look, you could be right. If I look at when the 1985 Emmys were, I think you're right. I think it was always like
it's the summer. Yeah,
I always thought it was like early fall.
Yeah, late August, early September.
1984 Emmy Awards.
September.
Thank you.
22nd.
Yeah.
That's what's next, Coleman.
September 23rd and 84.
Shut up, Mike.
37, 22nd. Yeah, I don't know why they was that during COVID or something? I have no idea. Some strike, but you're right. It was a different time. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
Also I thought it made more sense back then because like the TV season was starting.
Well, that's how I always know. But it was not that long ago that
I agree. I don't know what there must be a reason that, but the
Award
ratings
season,
were
maybe.
ratings were awful this year.
Maybe that's why. I mean,
No, this year.
This year they were awful.
Yeah, awful. Nobody was watching, but nobody watches anything, so I don't know. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, Golden Globes, Oscars,
2020 was
SAG.
September.
That's all.
What's that?
2020 was September.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. 2021.
2021 was also September 11th and 12th.
See, folks.
Never forget.
Strike related, maybe? I don't know. Oh, that's it. No. Yeah,
that's probably why.
That's exactly it.
There we go. We got
2022. Yep.
That's exactly
September 3rd.
I can sleep tonight.
That's exactly it. Yes. I don't know. I wonder what Mike Fratello's take is on that. I don't know.
You told me it was in September.
The Emmy Awards.
Elton John just won an Emmy, right?
EGOT.
He's an EGOT.
Yeah, so what does that mean? What is it? What is
That's an
EGOT?
Emmy.
Yeah.
That's a Grammy.
Yeah.
That's an Oscar. That's a Tony.
The big four.
Yes.
Okay.
What did he win the bullshit Emmy though? Right?
I don't know.
Was it like one of his live shows or something?
Has anybody else ever done that?
Yeah, a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but people have. Yeah, Rita Moreno is one of them. Whoopi has it.
Special evening with Elton John.
I think Lin-Manuel Miranda might now. No? Does he have an Oscar? No, he probably doesn't. He's probably just short.
Yeah.
It's his Dodger Stadium farewell concert.
That's
special.
what I mean.
Does he have an Emmy?
Who?
Lin-Manuel Miranda?
That's what I'm saying. They probably got it for like Hamilton's.
On HBO or something.
Bullshit like that.
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks has it, right?
So it's Richard Rodgers, Helen Hayes, Rita Moreno, John Gielgud, Audrey Hepburn, Marvin Hamlish, Jonathan Tunick, Mel Brooks, Mike Nichols, Whoopi Goldberg, Scott Rudin, Robert Lopez, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Tim Rice, John Legend, Alan
Redford
Menken,
caller here, Mike.
Jennifer Hudson, Viola Davis, and now Elton John.
There you go. But like they win them for like Viola Davis won it for like reading her book. Like she won a Grammy for that. Like it's like stuff.
Who's
like
the most legitimate EGOT winner?
It's got to be Mel Brooks,
I
right?
think that's what my answer was, but
Mel Brooks. Coleman says yes.
Well, I was. All right.
Yes. Well, so I would guess Mel Brooks won his Oscar. I think
producers.
Okay, for a screenplay for producers. I thought it was Blazing Saddles script, but you might be right.
I'm
One of
pretty
those.
sure.
Either way, it's legitimate. Obviously, his Tonys are for the producers. Grammy's probably for one of the albums with Carl Reiner, right? And then I would say, I'm going to guess he won an Emmy for some version of one of those things on Broadway.
Outstanding writing achievement in variety. The
Sid Caesar, right? Yeah, he wrote that show. He wrote that with Woody Allen and Neil Simon.
But does he get an Emmy for that individually?
He's won 4.
Yeah.
I get it, but I'm asking, like, did Sid Caesar's show win one, or did he?
No, that was a variety show. So he would have won. He would, like SNL. He would have won like an Emmy for it.
Right.
But I'm fine with that. That's legitimate.
Okay.
Is that what happened to Jeff D'Lo? Like that?
That's not legitimate. No. Is Jeff D'Lo close to that, or is he just an E right now? Will he win a Grammy?
He won a local Oscar and a.
Will the dozen win a Tony at some point for the? Jeff D'Lo is the most likely person at Barstool to win the EGOT because he's already won.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Casey Smith win one or anything?
That's local. Though. That doesn't count.
Oh, that doesn't count.
That's bullshit. No, that doesn't count. Right? There's no other winners, right?
Yeah,
definitely no winners there. But I'm forgetting. Who else would there be?
Did Michael Rappaport ever win anything?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. No.
He sucked in Prison Break. They brought it back.
Did he?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I was never a big fan of his as an actor, honestly.
Fraud Knicks fan.
He's great at playing a white guy that is pretending to be black.
Yes, that's true.
That is what he's perfectly
He's
cast
playing
for.
the Ryan Minahan story.
When you were telling that, I thought you were talking about your father. That was your brother who was doing that?
Jesus.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot. I was very
Stupidest
confused.
fucking person
I really
I've ever
was. I was
met.
so confused. I thought maybe when he was like getting older, I didn't. It makes a lot more sense now. It does.
Yo, Kirky, clean your room, dog.
I thought maybe it was like a dementia thing as you got older. I thought you were speaking.
Well, you didn't suffer from dementia, though.
No, I
would discuss that at some point.
I'm very stupid.
Huh, okay.
Powdered sugar.
Yo, man, I got the big C, yo.
He became Moss Dudley.
All right, we'll take a few calls. See if Coleman can figure this out for once. Justin, Jeff D. Lowe, the EGOT winner, just texted me. He said, I can't stop laughing at Justin's microphone not working. This sounds horrible.
Is it all right if I take my bathroom break?
Mick, let me urinate first. Mick, you guys talk about Milton's while I urinate, then I'll jump in.
That seems natural. Mick, do you know the 3 great locations?
Mike, I do. Chestnut Hill, South Shore Plaza, Braintree, and oh my God, I'm blanking. Burlington.
There you go. Sorry. This is a Milton's cardigan, actually. And as I always say, when it comes up, delivered to me in record time.
Oh, wow.
I think next day delivery.
You know what? I think it looks great.
Thank you.
I do. I really do. I think it
really
looks
come
great.
a long way.
Yeah, we certainly have.
We didn't play the one part of Mick's rant. I think that was my favorite part.
Which was what?
Where you said you were really going at me, and then you go, all right, so the Bucks played the Rams.
I was like, what are we even doing here? What the fuck am I doing? Trust me, I know how stupid that was.
So Steve from Glosta texted me. He said, ha, ha, ha. I've already asked Gus, and I would love him to be the guest, but only on the condition that you produce. LOL.
Wow.
He's fan of comedy, folks.
Do you think he's laughing out loud when he types that?
I think he was.
probably.
Yeah, I do.
He's giggling to himself?
Yeah.
I think he is.
There's breaking news you just missed.
1 second. Before we break that news, I was thinking of one thing. Because it's ironic. Mick said this to me. I was chasing him my whole life. I was thinking my dad was super sick at the end. And he turned to me and was like, you know what? I'm proud of you, dog.
His last
They
words
just
were,
died.
his last words were, make that money play.
I'm like, Dad, I know you're sick, but you can't use that word. Not with an A, not with anything. Like the doc, everyone's having a problem with that.
That's our word.
He's like, that's who I am, man. That's who I am. Never go to Martin Luther King Boulevard, man.
Did it smell in the bathroom when you went?
No, why?
Because when Mick cuts back, I'm going to check to see if he should.
Oh, good call. Good call. Well, breaking news.
Oh, Coleman has it.
Thank you.
What was that? Was that me?
That's breaking news sound.
Breaking news sound.
Go ahead.
Steve texted.
Steve from Gloucester. Soupy Steve.
Soupy Steve. He said, also, he has like 3 texts in a row that I've just not answered to. But he said, ha, ha, ha. I've already asked Gus, and I would love him to be the guest, but only on the condition that you produce. LOL.
What's funny about that?
Well, I was wondering if he was laughing.
Like, it's funny that, like, yeah, he probably is.
That's what they said.
I mean, I will allow you to do that.
I don't want to. No.
You're doing it. Yeah.
No.
It's part of the job. Part of the job.
Come on. Why can't Gus do the 1-2 on that?
No, he's because he's a guest. You have to produce him.
That's an odd caveat. Like if Coleman was like, "Oh, I can't this week," Steve would just be like, "Well, then it's not happening."
Fuck it, I'm not doing it. He's a man of principle.
I suppose.
You guys ready for this ticket thing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Justin? Huh?
Yep.
Okay. Good. All right. Something else I was going to mention. I forget what it was. I don't know. Who the hell knows at this point? Oh, the Mayo press conference. Gerard Mayo press conference is today.
Oh.
I'll be interested to see that.
Who was your source on the GM?
Wednesday.
Oh, let me tell you, Mick. So I can.
All right, can I ask was it somebody that works for the team?
I'm not going to tell. Why would they tell you
That's a
that?
very vague answer.
No, it's not.
You heard Glasspiegel earlier.
I mean,
That's true.
Protect your sources.
Yeah.
I think Glasspiegel's sources were more in the underground world. If I'm being honest.
But Barstool definitely has a mole, right?
Yes, I know it is. I think I'm pretty sure I know it is.
Like a content mole? Or
Justin, that would be a pretty quick shit, no?
Oh, you serious? I even wiped the toilet seat. Come on.
The man's thorough.
This is what he does.
It's fine. He's an investigator.
I have my guesses on who the source is, but I don't know that. But like the weird thing about Marchand now is they're loaded up Coleman or no?
Yes.
All right. Hold on, guys. We'll get you in a second. Marchand has become, because there's sort of this vacuum, this emptiness. He's
guy, right?
Yeah, he's become like the national reporter because there really isn't one.
Who was that before?
I would say before he went to the Athletic, Deitch kind of had that. Richard Deitch.
Yeah,
sort
I remember
of.
you talking. I never knew Andrew Marchand. I know his name.
Yeah,
but
like Rudy Marsky for the USA Today for a long time when I was a kid.
Gary Myers, someone like that.
He's a football guy, dummy.
Oh,
yeah. We're talking about media.
Okay, I got you.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Sorry.
Fuck you. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. A lot.
Huh?
A lot.
Okay. All right, My dad used to say to me, 99 problems.
Here we go.
My dad
The boys in the hood are always hard.
We go through my dad's like, yo, don't worry, homie, I'm strapped tonight. Don't worry.
The guy who did the video at Saco reached
Yes.
out and wanted to know if you wanted some like video done at Subway on Saturday.
Sure, if he wants to. Is he going to go?
Yeah, he reached out to me and said,
Great, sure. He's welcome to join us.
and then Montante wanted to know a couple days ago if he could bring Alex or his girlfriend and someone else.
Someone else?
Someone else.
That's what he said.
Whatever, I don't care.
Should I bring the lady?
Huh?
Should I bring the lady to Delaware?
She wants to go? She going to go?
I think that could actually work. Yeah.
What do you mean it could work?
Nice long car ride. That's always solves things.
Mick will be- hey, Mick. Hey. No, things are fun. That sounds like an awful
8 o'clock start of this thing?
8 o'clock, yes.
All right. Hello.
Question for Mick.
What you got?
Besides bitching and moping and being a pussy, what other content do you bring to the table to get this job?
Legitimate question.
I think you nailed it. I think being a pussy and being annoying is something that I strive at.
But past that, what else do you bring?
I thought today was a pretty good show. Did you not?
Because you were bitching. You're bitching the whole time.
It's just how I feel, man.
Fuck your feelings.
Fair.
Can't argue with that.
Always reasonable.
I wanted to go back to the most beautiful woman in the world discussion, if I may.
Yeah, I'd be happy to hear it.
Casey Musgrave, a country singer. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh, she the one with the dump truck?
Let me look this up. Shut up, Justin.
He says from the distance.
Like, spell like Casey Smith?
No, Kacey.
It is spelled like Casey Smith.
It is not.
It is not, right?
Lovely, but
I was wrong.
I would not say she's the most. No, she's a very attractive woman, though. Yeah, she's a handsome lady. Come on, it's no part of that. Fuck out of that. Quite enough. He's vomiting right now. It's like Jersey Jerry. Hello.
That just was never going to work.
No.
Is Mike Geary there?
Mike Geary's here. BlindMike.net and Blind Mike project on YouTube.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Loser.
Mike, I'd like to ask you a trivia question. It's John Meisner.
Hello, John.
Hi. This individual hosted the game show Jeopardy for 37 seasons from 1984 until he died in 2020. Who is it?
That'd be Alex Trebek.
That's correct.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
That one was just for me.
Gotcha.
John Meisner hosted a radio show at Westfield State. And he loved his game shows.
Oh, really?
I want to know who that is so badly
That's
now.
very funny.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know who that
very
is,
funny.
but
I like that caller. That's funny. He loved game shows, huh?
Loved him.
Okay. What's he doing now? What's Johnny up to now?
Last I heard, he was living in the woods, so I don't know.
It's hard to watch game shows in the woods, I would think.
Yeah, I would think, but I don't know.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Hello. That's funny. Who'd you pick, Mick, for the most beautiful woman?
I think I had Alexander Daddario.
That's what I said.
Good
yeah,
man.
yeah. Hello.
Hey, fellas. I went on a date last week, and it went very well.
Great.
Tonight is going to be date number 2.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure it's the sex date. I would like to give a good performance. I want to kind of tear that badge up, but I haven't had sex since last September. I wonder if you had any advice, like day of advice.
Well, first of all, it's the oldest joke, but you do have to ejaculate before the date.
Is that? But would you say seriously you should do that?
you're asking me the question. I can get you off. I can get you off in 3 minutes if you want me to. I'm saying you need to ejaculate. I would say, what time's the date? What time are you planning on having sex in your mind? Give me a little roadmap.
Date is at 7:30, so sex might be like 10:30.
Okay, so I would say, are you at work now? Or are you home? I assume you're at work.
I'm at work right now.
Okay, good. You're a catch. I would say between 2:30 and 3:30, you should ejaculate. Gives you 8 hours where it's, I would say.
To the bathroom.
I would say 2:50, you should ejaculate.
I work from home, so I can come wherever.
There you go.
Yeah. That's fair. Come wherever. And then you'll be
I'll throw it on the team's calendar.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of, you're not going to loaded gun, as they say. And then, you've been down this road before. It's like riding a bike. You'll be fine. Like, just, like, if are you worried about coming too quickly?
No, I'm just worried about standing out. I don't know.
Well, there's only so many tricks you can have. Like, what's your go-to move? What do you got?
Give her that attention first.
Yeah,
go
sure.
down there.
Yeah.
Try to help her along the way before you start.
Right.
I don't know, I guess I had to sit down and visualize it.
You know what? I don't know why I'm Mike, me, Mick, or Justin. I don't know why we're off. Coleman, that's right. For a guy who's about to have a night with a lady, why don't you give this guy some advice?
I think getting a little, a 20-minute convo over some wine.
Sure, right.
Just like a glass. You don't want to, underperform and not be able to get things going.
Sure.
But I think a little wine to take the edge off for you and the lady would be lovely.
You think I'm going to get to it within 20 minutes? Is that what you were?
I got faith in you, brother.
Well, a Wednesday night second date. This might be a little
we're going to
presumptuous.
get the check at some point.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Are you having dinner? What are you doing?
We're going to a ramen place.
Oh,
in
smelly.
Providence. It'll be good. She likes ramen. It's a good call. It was a good call.
All right. Call us tomorrow. Give us an update.
All right, we'll do.
All right, congratulations.
I do think there's something about that video with Caroline and Kelly. The way Coleman was talking to them, I feel like he might have more game than he leads on.
Yeah, he was. No, I think Coleman was the guy who the girls kind of talked to there.
Is he closeted? Sure. But he could fool them.
But I don't think he knows he's closeted.
Right.
So I think I think he had a little thing for Caroline because that's why he's so hurt that she turned her back on him. You get that sense, Justin?
A little bit. I feel like he thought there was more than I don't think he ever thought there was be a relationship, but maybe
Coleman's like, why does she hate me? It's like, well, you produced a show, Coleman. That's why.
Well, I get
she
that.
blocks the whole universe. She probably blocked Mike, I would think.
She hasn't blocked me.
I don't know. She might not know who I am.
She'll see the algorithm. I don't think it's that. I think it's like one of those blocking things.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I've been the fans are like she blocked. Yeah. Hello.
Hey guys, I'm pretty certain that last caller was the guy from Tony's Fuck Doll Emporium.
Oh,
I don't know if his date's going to be breathing.
Oh well, hey, listen, I don't judge here.
Yeah. What's better than eating a mandarin?
What is better than that?
Eating Amanda out.
Okay.
Tough crowd.
It's not bad. They load up Coleman, I presume?
Yes.
Hello.
I knew Erika was into women. I just didn't realize it was other women's husbands. Erika the home wrecker. What a story that is.
Okay.
The token CEO. Did you read that story? How she was banging her squash coach?
I know the story.
Ruined the marriage.
I know the story you're familiar with. Like, what would you like me to say about it?
Is that Glasspiegel?
No, I just did. I had no idea. Kevin took so much shit for his extra marital affairs, and she kind of skated. It was just a wild story. I had no idea about it.
Yes. Well, yeah, no, it's definitely a story. I mean, it's definitely I think it was in the same newspaper a few years before that. That is true. But hey, she's been great to me. Like, what would you like me to do? Like, if I hated her, fine. But
My thing with Kevin got his shit is like, why do we care?
Why do we care that he got shit?
No. Why do we care that if he cheated on his wife?
Well, why do people it's like Tiger Woods?
It's just gossip. But people were like, "You're a piece of." It's like I don't know what his marriage was like or anything.
Correct. That's why I would not. Eric, I don't know the situation. I don't know anything. It's like guys like that.
They could have been getting divorced for however many years.
That's the big cat guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he has no.
I
issue
mean,
with
like
Turtle Boy stuff and.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, it's like whatever, And again, I think Turtle Boy should not be in jail. So I'll say it again. Free Turtle Boy. Happy to say it. It's good to me.
Good.
Hello.
Did Blind Mike go too far?
I was.
Who said that?
Visionless Dave. It was a poll.
Oh, I'm gonna vote yes on that.
I think I would vote yes. Yeah,
Let me see.
absolutely.
What? So we're in a good place now.
I thought he was like even like physically like boundary wise.
I almost left.
I thought was too much.
I did grab him before he got in. Before you got in.
Yeah, give a stern talking.
The poll so far, 41 votes in, and I will say this: nearly a quarter of the people say yes.
Jesus Christ.
Which to me is like that's a loss for Mike. That's a quarter of the audience saying this fucking asshole.
I lost Justin too.
Yeah,
that's what hurts the most.
They're turning.
I voted yes.
Mick has done it. He's finally done it. My game,
master plan.
My days are numbered.
Hello.
Kirk, I was re-listening on the best of, and do you remember the interaction between Cheeks and his mom?
1 second, yeah. That's Gig. Gig just found a picture. You see this?
Yeah,
Gig found a
that's
picture of
great.
my dad with what's that called around his head?
Do-rag?
Yeah, in like grills. Jesus, that's funny. That's very
impressive. We found that picture.
I can't believe Gig is still, even with Gus gone, Gig still listens to the show. The biggest
right.
supporter.
Soldiers on.
I remember Cheeks' mom, of course. Yeah.
Just curious, do you think that they have rebonded, or do you think that they still haven't talked to each other till this day?
That was a weird one. Like that guy. Were you here for that, Mike, or no?
No. I was
the only one who was here who was left. It was me, Cullinane, Cheeks, and I think it was that hideous acronym guy.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's how much I remember that
Yes.
episode. That guy was wrecked.
When you
after
yelled at
the
him at
show.
Sacco, I was a little uncomfortable.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, not acronym guy. I'm sorry. Cheeks was wrecked, like emotionally after that show.
Oh, yeah.
I felt bad. I felt very bad.
That might be a situation though, where because like he cut off, like I think he wouldn't respond to Cullinane and shit like that, but that might have driven him close. Like he might have reached out to her and apologized or something.
But he was so, and I think his wife was so. I'm gonna say no. Like I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But they seem very like. It's almost like Danny and Bill Ricca with the friend, where it's like Greg.
Right.
We have to call who. Clearly, like it's Danny's fault. Danny did a terrible thing. Who knows? I'm guessing when Danny was younger with Greg, he probably molested him.
Sure.
So like it's that kind of thing. So I would say no. What do you think, caller?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It seemed like there were some deep issues that certainly went back pretty far, but I thought it was riveting. So I was curious if
We're gonna be coming up on a year on that. No,
it was right after Portland. So
okay,
like
yeah,
March,
right?
Maybe beginning of April.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, caller. Yes, poor Cheeks.
Daver just messaged me. I don't know if this is a bit now, but he just messaged me 2 minutes ago. Justin, Iron Eagle was kidding. It was an inside joke, and it's a few years old.
Thank you, David. Hello.
He also said, check out Beyond
How
Africa.
annoyed would you be?
Enough said.
What's that? What's that, caller? I'm sorry.
How much older is Mike than Mick?
4 years?
28?
It's like not that
Why do you
different.
keep calling him? What?
What's that?
Yeah, right?
Why does he keep calling what?
He kept mentioning early. He kept calling him like.
Well, I think
well, when
I think I'm
about your
relatively.
age
I think
or-
I'm relatively young as well. So I think 28 is pretty young to be getting into podcasting or radio.
But
or anything.
why is he calling him what? I didn't hear him.
I said mix like for his age, like that's the type of stuff he should be doing.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
He said it about 3 times for your.
Yeah, he was
for your
talking.
age,
He was
for your
talking. We
age,
all know he was
because
talking.
But
down
that's
to
the
him.
stuff I
Nobody
was
is disputing
4
it.
years ago. That's what I'm
Yeah, he
referring to. It was
talked
4 years
down
ago.
to him, and
Yeah, no, Mike's been around.
definitely
Right, Mike's
understand
been
why
around the
people
block.
think
Yeah.
Don't fall for this. Don't let them sway you.
What do you mean? Mike's an asshole. Nobody's denying that.
That's true.
Yeah.
all right.
He's satisfied. All right.
That's all I needed to hear.
I knew this would happen. Though. You guys are buddies now.
I think so.
I think the tension's
Well,
been
I've made
released.
mistakes too, Gus. You know what? I'm gonna follow him on Twitter.
There you go.
You're not missing much. I will say that.
I'm bumping up to a what's the second tier of the Gearheads?
Executive, I think.
There you go.
I'm actually seeing a lot of tweets about people saying Mike doesn't follow me on Twitter. There's a whole lot of that.
I'm gonna have to follow.
Started the storm.
I'm gonna have to follow a lot of people today.
I never get that. I'll hear that from people sometimes. That like you don't follow me on Twitter. I'm like, so what? Like, what changes?
It's usually not malicious.
I know. What's going to change if I follow you on Twitter? I think I follow all 4 of you guys on Twitter. Y'all stink. Like, what does it matter?
Twitter works now too. It's like Jeff D'Lo thought he followed the
right. You don't even
account,
see.
Right?
I look at the 4 you thing more honestly now than the other one.
He thought he followed the account.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Is he thought? You're saying it's a lie.
I would say Oscar-worthy performance there. Just saying, half of the way there. He should win it.
For his acceptance speech, or remember the end of season 1 of The Dozen
when he cried?
Cries?
Mm-hmm. But that's like a YouTube award or something. A Tubi. Like that doesn't. Like you need. If there was there should be a record of The Dozen so we can win a Grammy, like a recording of it.
Imagine if you see Brad Pitt up there and he's like, and the winner is Jeff D'Lo for The Dozen movie.
Surviving Barstool. I don't know. Hello.
Hey, any update on this book club? I'm looking forward to it, but we've been too busy talking about everything else. Is it happening or what's going on?
I'll get there. I will get there. It's a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I will let Justin pick the first book for the book club.
Doesn't it have to be the one that's on your desk? I assume right now.
Oh, you think Jared the Subway guy, winning through losing 13 lessons? Yes.
I don't see why not.
Yes. That is the first one. So whoever wants to join, put a couple bucks in his pocket. Jared Fogle with Anthony Bruno. Jared the Subway guy, winning through losing 13 lessons for turning your life around.
How many pages is it?
It is a slim 220 pages.
Oh, that's nothing. Jinx.
And it's got frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions at the end.
Have you raped any children?
I'll ask Mick and Mike. We'll see who knows more about Jared Fogle. I suspect Mike will. How many pounds did Jared claim he lost? Mike, you go first.
155.
Mike?
240.
245. He knows.
He knows the Predators.
You can't go. You cannot go.
I didn't do this, but that's a guess that sounds like I was just like 5 pounds off to make it seem like I didn't know.
So I thought having Mike Jordan does seem that'd be just tough on YouTube. We're playing whatever Brandon's team. It's like Brandon, your think tank stand for the draft. Mike, yours is child rapists.
I know every one of them, Jeff. Fire away.
Hello. Hello.
Do you have your American Express pick?
I really, I'm super focused. Freddie's making his debut this week on the Champions Tour. You want me to do it right now? I'll take a look.
Be great, thank you.
I actually like this tournament, by the way.
They still in Hawaii?
Nope. They're in the desert, out in Palm Springs this week. Correct? Coleman, I know the answer to it.
He's doing his due diligence.
You know who's going to have a good week this week? Top 20 this week? JT Poston.
It's a good pick.
Thank you. JT
Like
Poston.
that. Okay.
All right, thank
Kirk.
you. All right, God bless you. Hello. I was getting nervous ticket day. You just get nervous.
Think they're not going to show up?
You never know.
Come on.
You never know, Mick. You never know. It's important that they show up. This is going to be a great show. I can promise you that.
What time do you want the Wilbur and previous videos to?
Let me think about that. Let me pray on that. I'll let you know. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. It's Mick's girlfriend.
Mine or Mick's, did he say?
Huh?
Oh, Mick's
girl. I believe, right, Mick?
It's not all about you, Mike.
Portuguese.
No, but he said it's your girlfriend, correct?
Yeah, she's Portuguese.
Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Hello. I apologize.
Like you would know.
Go ahead, Mick's girlfriend.
I just want to say I'm totally team Mike on this whole thing. I mean, this
Thank you,
guy,
baby.
he promised me that you were giving him the job. He promised me this giant engagement ring.
Yep.
All these things. I'm going to be making all this money. I'm going to push Coleman out.
Yep.
And I've got nothing, Kirk. So he wants to be in this long car ride with me.
he'll be getting the silent treatment from start to finish. I just wanted to throw that out there, Mickey. All your stuff will be in the front yard when you get home.
Oh, man. Wow.
It's his house.
Well, thank you, Mick's girlfriend. Hopefully, Mick should buy her a better phone. I mean, so what kind of, have you guys gone ring shopping at all?
She sent me the ones, not shopping together, but yeah, she sent me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess there's something called like a diamond lab thing. There's all different.
You put them together or something?
Yeah, I don't know. She gave me the size and where I should get it, and it's been reminding me about it for.
Is Alba done that or no?
No, we want to buy a house first. We've talked about that stuff. Though.
Responsible.
Alba's the opposite. She's delaying this. It's like a horror hangover.
Just go look. What do you want, actually? Buy some stuff for yourself.
Mike, once we buy a $20 million house, we're going to get married.
Save up every day. Soon enough.
Another subscriber. Wow. Mike, if you get to 1 billion subscribers.
That's the tier. If we get to 40 million,
it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna propose.
Hello.
Last one right here.
Okay, perfect.
Woo! Hi, boys. It's Mama K. Woo!
Mama K. Okay.
Interesting.
She goes to all the live shows.
Excited for Portland.
Oh, great. Good.
I need 2 tickets. 2 tickets to Portland for me and my mom, and we're gonna let Minifans run a train on us.
Wow. Jesus. Well, that's fantastic. I mean, what's wrong with that?
They've always seemed like nice ladies.
And her mom?
I'm already pre-gaming.
Mama K, your mom is also going to be available for a train?
Yeah, she always comes to the shows with me.
Is that her mom?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
I think she listens. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, fantastic. Oh, that's at the show. Well, great. I mean, I'm open to that at the show. Okay, that's fantastic.
That's the show.
Yeah, but that's what she said.
Okay.
Huh. Justin, you interested in that or no?
Running a train on Mama K and her mom?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, fine. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Long in the tooth for Justin.
Keep in mind, Justin live shows in the past not be able to book a prostitute for these shows. What's that?
So that was tough.
Well, it can happen.
Portland easier or harder than? I would imagine harder than Boston.
To book a prostitute?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're right in downtown there. Like that's like a lot of homeless people there.
Yeah, Portland. I don't know. Portland's kind of nice.
I think we can get a hooker. Steve with his connections now.
Oh, sure. Oh, glad you said that. Did you see the woman Steve's battling with on Twitter?
Wait, what's going on with this?
He called her fat or
something? What is going on? You played some sound or something? Yeah, what is this?
I don't really know, but I just saw one tweet that he had where he's like, sorry, my BMI is under 30. He probably had that one in the holster for me. But
I think he's used that before. Yeah. Who is it? It's
I didn't recognize the name.
Oh yeah, Maisie Dobbs. I've never met this nut. If she doesn't smear me as a racist behind the block, I've asked her what pro-white ideals are. Also, I'm not in the blood tribe demographic because my BMI is sub 30. I don't have any felony convictions. Jesus.
I love him going after this Steve Collins guy.
He wants this guy to be the Collins so bad. I don't quite know what's going on.
The dad from Seventh Heaven?
Yeah, yes. I think that's probably true. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting people tweeting at me saying that they missed the fight today because this is. I swear to God, 2 tweets in the last hour from 2 different people. They missed the episode today because they thought it was a Mutt Day and they weren't watching.
That's not true.
It's true. It's true.
You're just doing that to upset the
I'm
boys.
dead serious. That's funny. Yeah. So what is Steve battling about? I never quite understand what Steve's battles are.
No, it's not my world. I just saw
It
that
makes me
one
laugh,
tweet
though.
and found it funny.
I think he's doing well.
Seems
He was
like
at,
it.
like a neo-Nazi.
He was hunting Nazis in the
camp.
woods.
Yeah.
Hunting
them.
Nazis?
That's
Well, I
what
think
it
Or
sounds
joining
like.
them.
It's like a family event. That's what they call it. Yeah, it's like a.
There was a report that he thinks the liberals were blowing up about how there was some Nazi training camp in Maine, and then he went there, and it was just like a trailer.
It's important for Steve to prove that was not true. These people are not Nazis. Well, good. Okay. Mike. Mick first. Anything you'd like to promote?
I did an episode, as you said earlier, of the Beyond Average podcast with Chris Castellani.
How was that?
What's
I haven't
this
heard
guy?
it yet.
It was pretty good.
Shit.
It
was good, yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. He's a bit of a talker, but I snipped up the interview, so
Okay.
didn't go too long.
Any notable or any takeaways?
He said the people at the company that he would make the most or he wants to make content with, if you take out the numbers and the status with, it would be KB and Nick.
Okay.
And I was wondering, do you have somebody that you don't make content with already that you kind of wish you would?
No.
No.
Not really. No. Like, who am I going to make contact with?
I feel like if Jersey Jerry was around, would he be more on the show? I feel like he would be somebody that
Sure, I mean, I'd be happy to do it, but like we don't really. Yeah, that's the thing.
If you were in that office, there are a few guys you'd probably.
I guess
have
that'd be
on.
the thing. Yeah, if you were in New York, would be
or Chicago. I guess. Yeah. Nick and KB are in Chicago, right? Yeah. Sure. I guess. I mean, yeah. I don't. It's just different though. I'm not gonna do I don't do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna do challenges that much. I'm old. But like, yeah. Sure. All right. Good. Go subscribe and listen to that. Blind Mike Project, of course, and blindmike.net.
Thank you.
What are you smiling at, Coleman?
These guys just mooching.
Yeah. I mean, there's a phony. Justin, what do you got?
I have audio of Steve going through the Nazi campground.
Oh, let me hear that.
That, by the way, if you said that 4 years ago, I would think it was a joke, like a parody call. Or something.
But yeah, it was always inevitable, wasn't it?
I love his voice in this.
Really? This is the big scary neo-Nazi training camp.
Sarcasm's so good.
Oh, these are the swastikas you're so afraid of?
All right. I've seen real Nazis.
Oh, these are the torches? More like candles, I would say.
As a Nazi, he was offended by these pathetic Nazis.
Ooh, the blood tribe.
This is great. Like,
oh, it's just great.
This would get people like me to watch the news, I think. You know what I mean? Like, this is very funny.
Going door to door in the woods.
I'm here at the site of the paramilitary training camp in northern Maine that once belonged to the fearsome blood tribe neo-Nazi Christopher Polehouse. Ooh, a massage table. Huh? How about that?
Not all the great improv people of all time.
Bow and arrow targets.
He'll get there.
Ooh, the blood tribe, so scary.
That's very
1970s abandoned camper.
Let me give you a little Jared paragraph here. We have one perverted Jared here. We'll have another one in the studio tomorrow, Jared Carabas, by the way. Occasionally, this kind of fame can have its downside. I was at the Dave Matthews concert at Tiger Stadium in Detroit 2002, waiting for the show to begin. I'm a big fan of the band. I was really psyched for the show. But someone recognized me. And before long, the whole crowd was chanting, Jared, Jared, Jared. Thankfully, it stopped before the band got to the stage.
Thank God.
But as a precaution, I left before the end of the show to avoid being swarmed.
That's nice of him.
He's disgusting, isn't he, Justin, Jared
yes,
Fogle?
I hate Jared Fogle.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
He says coyly.
Check it out, kids.
All right, so tickets tomorrow. Portland. So walk. So
Tickets tomorrow. Am I still on the line?
Wow. That was a
is that
drop.
Mama Kay? She's still there? She's still on? Mama Kay, what no. Oh, you got rid of her?
Yeah.
I was like, is that a draw?
That's a great draw.
Yeah.
It is now. All right, so Ticketmaster. So we'll put the link up today. It's already we put it up, so everyone will be ready to go at 9:30 tomorrow. When the show starts tomorrow, we are going live. Justin and Coleman will give you a little pregame. Carabas will be here. Maybe somebody else you're going to work on it as well. And then they go on sale. State Theater, which is my favorite venue so far by far. We're going to have a great show. We're going to blow the fucking place. I would say up, but we're not going to do that. I don't want to kick off YouTube. Yeah. But it's going to be a great show. I've already got a bunch of stuff, so we're going to be ready to go. That's for sure.
That was I don't know if it's the venue or literally just the assembly of people. That was by far the loudest.
That crowd was nuts.
That was crazy.
That was great.
We'll see if they can step up. We'll see. I mean, this is the one of your days where you step up because this is going to be a great weekend and a great show. Tickets on sale at 9:30. Be ready. I don't know, whatever you guys think's the best time for that stuff today. What do you think?
Do you want to probably split them up like one and one, like not both at the same time?
On Twitter.
You can do that too. Do whatever you want. I
Okay.
think you guys figure it out. Put the ball in your court. 9:30 tomorrow. And we're all set Delaware wise?
Yeah, no, all good to go. Yep.
All right, Mick, thank you. Mike, we'll see you next week, I presume.
Well, I'll be there Saturday, I think.
Yeah, I don't plan on speaking to you there.
I'd be on the show.
You get your sandwich and shut up. Shut the fuck up and eat
All
your
right,
sandwich.
fine.
Jesus
Fine.
Christ. Boy, Mike will be there. Mick will be there. Montante.
All the stars out.
Mike's Montante's
The three
girlfriend.
Mikes.
Montante's other friend. Mick's girlfriend. Jesus
When
Christ.
you hear about Gus, I don't know.
Is he making sandwiches?
I'll give you another name who's going to be there. Harrison Seamus Minahan.
There we
will be
go.
there.
Let's
His
go.
dad. That's right.
Nice.
Is that his debut?
It's Subway in Delaware, I believe.
I meant a live show, but yeah.
Yes, he came and saw the pre-show, the run-through at the Wilbur.
The Wilbur, yeah.
He also went to the Surviving Barstool thing.
That's true. He's at the movie theater. Yeah. Please don't run through your head. It's scary. Just staring straight ahead.
Do you think, like, right now, Harry has some idea of what you do, and then this will confuse the shit out of him?
I mean, he's seen enough weird stuff. You know, he's just like, he likes when, because oftentimes when I'm out with him or whatever, Kate, and somebody comes to me and says, "Are you Kirkman?" And I'll just say no. He likes that. He's like, that's funny.
Cool.
He's like, it's funny that like I do that because I don't want to like. I've always said if you're asking, I'm going to say no. Or if somebody comes up to me and says, "Who are you? Do I know who you are?" I'm like, no, I don't think.
It's usually me.
That's true. I'm like, yeah, I really don't.
Is that Kirk?
Mike thinks, by the way, in my career, 3 people have come up to me and asked me who I am. So yes,
Not what I ever said.
Well, maybe we'll do Buffalo Wild Wings. Maybe.
If you were to tell Mike that day that Kirk would be doing a live show at a Subway, he would have said,
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's fitting. Half a Subway?
That's more like it.
How big is the Subway? It feels like there's going to be more than 40 people there. I don't know.
Montante's bringing everyone.
Yeah, we got some extra room still. And
Okay, good.
90 max, so.
40 people in Montante's family.
Yeah.
That's true. There you go. All right. So tomorrow, 9:30, be ready. Stay there. We'll be promoting it all day. Be ready to go. Mick, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you Saturday. Mike as well. Justin and Colm, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.